and making sure our field looks so fantastic. The best of luck to both teams and all teams, and enjoy the event. They didn't tell me I had to kick this football. I could have tried.
Welcome back into McLeod Stadium here, Langley, BC. Game 2 of the U16 West Challenge. Andrew Wadden alongside Adam Forsythe here with you as Team BC, the number 2 seed, against the number 3 seed, Alberta. We saw the number 1 seed get a bit of a scare, a little bit, in the first game, but able to pull that one off, topping, that was Saskatchewan, topping Manitoba. We'll see what we can get here from BC and Alberta. As mentioned in our last broadcast, Force, this is the first time since 2019 that we were able to have this challenge, and the last time the gold medal game was between Saskatchewan and British Columbia. Perhaps we'll see that again. We'll have to see how this one plays out, though.
Yeah, we'll see if it's in the cards, as you mentioned, because of the pandemic. Last time they had this was 2019, so it's been great to get it back here. Second time in a row it's been in BC. 2019 was up in Kamloops. Today, McLeod Park in Langley. Raining all morning, but it's perfect. It's like clouded over, not too hot, not too cold. It's perfect football weather for both sides. This morning, or this afternoon's game between Saskatchewan and Manitoba, plenty of theatrics. Saskatchewan coming back, scoring a bunch of unanswered points. They scored 20 points in a 9-minute span in the third quarter, kind of sealed the game. They earned the victory. They're off to the gold. Now they await their opponent, BC or Alberta. And if this game even lives up to half of the theatrics of game number 1, this should be a great football game.
Yeah, a bit of a blowout for Saskatchewan in the first game, but a thrilling game nonetheless, especially in that first half. We saw a lot from Manitoba, then we saw a ton from Saskatchewan in the second half. We'll see if we get the same sort of theatrics in this game between British Columbia and Alberta. I want to give a shout-out to BCPFA for hosting this event, and, of course, a big shout-out to our friends at Football Canada for putting this all together. And we got a great crowd here. We had a great crowd early for Saskatchewan and Manitoba, even bigger now that the home side, British Columbia, is in the house.
I know. Somebody's been handing out BC flags because they're littering the crowd here, which is awesome. So the hometown contingent out in full support. Should be a very exciting game. These two teams eager. You could see they were kind of watching from afar the early game, and then they hit the ground running. So I expect, the first one, nervous energy. First quarter, a few mistakes. We'll see if these guys come out prepared. I think they will be.
BC is going to kick off first. Alberta set to receive. They got two in the backfield there. It's number 13, James Drake, on the far side. Looks like that's number 48 there. Although they don't have a 48 on the roster, so we'll have to take a look and see exactly who that is.
It's game 2. Our eyesight's already going.
A little tough for us here. Need the binoculars at this point, but BC set to kick things off and get this second game going.
Decked out in their orange, Alberta, the white and blue. Alberta moving from our right, moving left, BC left to our right.
And we are now underway here of game 2 of the U16 West Challenge here from McLeod Stadium in Langley. As we got a pickup there, that's number 10, Liam Pickenen out of Edmonton, the 5'9" receiver, 140 pounds, gets a good little chunk of change there.
Good start for Alberta, nice field position, good punt, and should be good. The lights coming on, we're going to get some nice, is it Sunday night lights?
Sunday night lights,
yeah,
sure.
That works.
That works.
It'll be interesting to see if these teams employ the strategy Saskatchewan employed in the afternoon game, alternating quarterbacks, showcasing all of their players.
Joshua Martel, under center, the Calgary native, 5'10", 150 pounds. As he's got one in the backfield and two men in motion as he hands it off there. That's number 32, Owen Stenke. Out of Medicine Hat, just with a couple of yards there.
Nice little starting point, about a 5-yard run. And on the 2nd and 5, you most likely can anticipate we will see Martel's first pass of the game. Repping the Bishop Carroll Cardinals out of Calgary. As Andrew mentioned, 5'10", 150 pounds. So that's kind of the frame we expect for the quarterbacks we saw in the first game, was about 145 pounds each.
And my apologies to the Polzer family. That's Seth Polzer, number 33, the running back, that made that first play there. As Martel tries to throw, there's laundry on the field. We'll see exactly what this is all about.
Flags from both sides. I'm willing to bet an offside at some point.
The home side, of course, has a lot of fans here. You saw the shots from the crowd here. Sports Canada TV producing the show today on YouTube, Football Canada, and it looks like that's going against British Columbia.
Offside.
Yeah.
So they'll be 2nd and inches.
Martel, Bishop Carroll Cardinals, his home team there in Calgary. And he'll work out of the shotgun. He's got Polzer in the backfield. 2 out wide behind him, 2 out wide to his right and left as we got the man in motion. See if the end around there. Oh, ends up going to Polzer as Liam Pickenen was in motion. Looked like he might get the end around. A little trickery there.
I think that should be good for the first down. And
we're seeing
yes,
some
it is.
celebrations there from Gabriel Curry, the Moat secondary product. I don't know what he was giving them. A little bit of money sign? What was that?
I don't know. You just give up a first down. Maybe you just relax a little, kid.
Johnny Manziel there.
Yeah, I respect it. He's fired up. But it'll be first down for Alberta after the little 2-yard plunge there.
Martel now, 1st and 10. Ball on his own 49, and there's flags all over the place. Free play, throws it out to the sidelines, looking for James Drake.
There's maybe a pass interference late in the play, too, in addition to the offside. The third flag came in very late. See on the replay here if there is a lot of contact. Oh, I don't know about that.
James Drake hoping that hotline blings at some point in this game.
Andrew's on fire.
I got the hip-hop references, all right? I can do them all day. And you didn't get my Samson reference in the first half.
I'm too young.
Yeah. Have you
guess.
seen the movie Half-Baked?
Yeah.
Yeah. You better call Samson.
Well,
He'll give you what you need.
Okay.
There it
We're
is.
recording obscure 95 movies from 1995.
Hey, Dave Chappelle, all right? Dave
movies.
Chappelle.
Yeah.
If you didn't catch that from the first game, go back and watch it. Rewatch it again. Some witty lines like that. We try our best here. 9:51 to go in the first quarter.
Alberta being moved back on the penalty.
We got
It'll be 1st and 20.
wow. So the blue and white moved right back. And we'll try to see exactly what that was. I don't know if it's unsportsmanlike conduct or something there. But nonetheless, 1st and 20 for Alberta on this opening drive. BC's got the support. They got the horns going. They got the flags going out there. Let's see if Martel and company can chunk into it. 1st and 20. One man in the backfield. This is looking like run. Nope, play action. And he moves it out. Tries wide sideline. There it is. Oh, my goodness. Dawson Hunter in and out of his hands. The 6'3", 160-pound product of Spruce Grove couldn't haul it in. And, boy, this BC team is fired up, jumping all over the place.
Yeah, great play there. Wow. Dawson Hunter, number 8, 6'3". He is a tall kid.
Yeah.
Nice little throw here by Martel off the back foot across his body. And narrowly holding that in. That would have been a fantastic catch, but it does cause a 2nd and 20 situation, so you can expect another throw here.
So Martel now in the shotgun. He's got one man in the backfield. It's Polzer. The men in motion, sort of fake up. Trying to draw some offsides, perhaps. Martel now. Yep, goes play action. Throws it over the middle, and it's picked! It's picked! That's number 33. With the pick, Jack Roberts from Lord's Tweedsmuir in Surrey with the pick, and that's a big start for BC.
Flag down on the play, but Jack Roberts with the interception. An overthrow across the middle by Martel on 2nd and 20. It falls right into his gut, and he returns it for big yardage.
But you know the crowd's going to get jacked up for that one. First series for Alberta, and they throw a pick six right in there to the hands of Roberts. 5'9", 155-pound DB, and they are in Alberta territory. But what's going on here now?
There was a flag late in the play. Roughing.
And it's going to go against BC. Oh, my. Blindside block is what we're hearing here in the booth.
So this changes things up again and goes from an interception to a 1st and 10. Even the grounds crew down in the field a little confused on where to put the stakes there. Referee helping him out.
Now 1st and 10 BC now. As they'll start from the shotgun. And there's a handoff to start things off, and it goes nowhere. Alberta swarming. And nothing going there for BC.
That's number 5, Dante Meyer, out of Prince George, getting wrapped up almost immediately. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it brings up a 2nd and 10.
Here's that look again at that pick. As Roberts picks it off. It was Martel, actually, who ended up making the tackle. How's that? The quarterback. And so BC now will try their shot on offense. Chase Witzel, the Kelowna product, 5'11", 165. In shotgun, we got a man in motion there. And they hand it off.
A lot of movement out there.
Dante Meyer trying to get it out at least to the edge, maybe to the sideline there, and only picks up a couple.
And a flag down. I think we might have a holding penalty.
Yes, right
BC.
there, number 55, right there.
There we go.
Yeah. Tariq Ali with the hold.
So a lot of penalties to start this game. Not a lot of flow to it. 7 minutes left in the opening quarter. Both teams looking to get on the scoreboard. And yet the penalty is indeed against BC. Alberta declines the call.
2nd and 10. 7:37 to go. Just 12-minute quarters here.
Great atmosphere, though, as we were saying.
Yeah.
Packed crowd. The lights finally come into full illumination, lighting up the field here at McLeod Park in Langley.
So it looks like, 3rd and 10 now. So BC going to punt it away. So both teams come out with nothing in their first possession on offense as it's kicked away there. That's number 28, Reed Thompson out of Kelowna, Rutland senior. And it's picked up there by number 22. That's Jackson Sterling from Sherwood Park, the 5'10" running back. And he doesn't get too far. BC jacked up.
Yeah, left-footed kicker. Nice little punt down the left side numbers. Brought back for a couple of yards, and Alberta will start on their own 34-yard line. So as we saw in Saskatchewan, Manitoba, a bit of a sluggish start where the two teams are feeling each other out, getting a sense of it again, the camaraderie and the kind of cohesiveness when you're playing in these kind of games where you're from all across the province, you haven't been together a long time, you're just feeling each other out. And we're kind of seeing that here as well, where you're slowly feeling each other out, and I'm expecting around now is when Alberta will start clicking.
So, defensive coordinator Corey Doman, BC, hoping that his team can get a stop here like they did in the first possession.
There's a long overthrow there. Late flag in the back here. Referee's discussing it. It was almost like a three-quarter arm side toss there. That was definitely an over-the-top, bit of a unique throwing motion.
Bit of an athlete, though, we've seen so far early on here from Martel. So they'll move things along.
Bit of guesswork up here in the booth. Can't quite hear the referees.
Between us and the referees, we need hand signals or something between each other. Try to figure this all out, but we'll keep you abreast of everything that's happening here as we see it. And you're absolutely right. The two teams in the early game sort of started off sluggish, sort of feeling each other out, but a lot of offense was put up on the board, especially in the second half from Saskatchewan. Let's see if we can see the same here for these two sides. Number 16 now. Excuse me, that's 15. Fanous Gorzen under center for Alberta. So we've already seen two pivots under center for Alberta early on.
Phineas from Calgary Cowboys. He's getting his first offensive series, seeing if he can drive the offense down the field. I think also the nervous energy, there's the feeling out process of both teams figuring out what their defensive schemes are, what their offensive schemes are. That was, I think, the big adjustment Saskatchewan made in the first game where they were down 14-14 at the half, but almost 14-7. And they came in, they clearly made an adjustment. So that's kind of where the coaching staff will rely on them to see where there's the weaknesses they can exploit. And maybe we'll see that in the next couple of minutes.
I'll tell you what, one thing that's standing out right now, look at the size of Alberta. They got some big kids out there, some tall kids, as Gorzen now fakes the play action and rolls out to his right and sort of a little dump pass there. Might have been better just to run it up there and pick up at least a couple of yards, but on 2nd and 10, they're just going to have to kick it away anyway.
Yeah, both teams kind of stuck in this middle of the field area, but one big punt can change all that for Alberta here. And as you've mentioned, a couple of the big boys, I'm watching some of them run off the field right now. Like number 66, Caden Sawchuk from Beaumont. He is a big fella, 6'3". 65, number 65, Kieran Peterson, the offensive lineman, 6'1", 245. He's out of Red Deer. So they're bringing the beef and the weight to the front line, and they are going to probably cause a lot of headaches for the BC defensive side. Yeah,
some big boys on the O-line there for Alberta as they set up to punt it away. And Dylan Morin gets it off. It's picked up there. That's number 28, Reed Thompson out of Kelowna as he takes it up inside Alberta's zone.
Nice punt and a nice recovery there, catching on the fly and flying up the field, sporting the big yellow R on his helmet from Rutland. Impressive return there, and it brings out BC to about midfield right off the jump. Down to 5:48 left in the opening quarter. Still zeros on the board for both sides. BC looking for their first offensive possession with a bit of oomph to it, get a series of first downs here.
And BC's got a couple of hogs on the O-line as well. Some big kids there. Checking number 50, Eli Jackson, 6'2", 240 out of Vancouver. As they hand it off there, and it's picked up there by number 80, Logan Wager. The Cloverdale product brings it up, but not much doing there for BC.
On the replay here, just a little quick pitch to him. Breaks out to the right side and just can't quite find the gap, but does a pretty good job holding onto the ball there as 24 looked like he was trying to rip it out of his hands. Ball control so important, and we saw it in that afternoon game between Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Turnovers cost you.
Yeah.
They cost points.
Evan Shulaha out of St. Albert trying to get at that pigskin.
So that's a big loss. Now 1st and 20.
So BC will try to get something going here. Witzel out of the shotgun. He's got one man with him, and he's looking pass. Pitches it off right there to Ryder Quintana out of White Rock, the North Surrey product, and he brings it up. And it looks like it's going to be about 2nd and about 10.
Did a great job getting the ball out there. A bit of a bobbled snap, and he able to flip the pigskin to the way he wanted it. Found his target, and nice job shaking off of that initial tackle right there.
Yeah.
Slips away. That would have been a loss of yards. Instead, he turns into a net gain, and they are across midfield.
Yeah, Sam Metcalf in pursuit there for Alberta. Let's see if BC can do something now. 2nd and 13, so stand corrected there. Is Witzel try to get things going here for BC. Looking pass once again. And a little sidearm action there. You got to like that. Hits his man, Matt Chapman. No, he does not play for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's here for BC, and he picks up a big chunk of change.
Matt Chapman, the running back out of Kelowna, with a great reception there. Taking off down the left side. And, yeah, that throw on the replay here, a little sidearm slinger.
Love it.
Off his back foot, strong confident throw, leading Chapman into the catch as he rips down the left sideline before being pushed out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. Great field position for BC.
Looking like a young Matt Stafford there.
They marked him out a little bit back at the 34.
Well, BC's got some positives going on. As I said, look at the size of those kids. 50, 54, some big hogs there. Eli Jackson, Wyatt Cully out of Port Moody, St. Thomas More Collegiate Project. See if BC can capitalize here as Witzel now at 1st and 10 from the 34. He's got one man with him in the backfield, 3 in motion. Shoots it off to the left side. He's looking for that deep ball. Is it there? Oh, my. Can't make the catch, but we got some laundry on the field looking for Max Reeder out of Kelowna, and it looks like BC is going to be right up on the doorstep.
Pass interference play, and a great play call here by the BC offensive coordinators. Looking downfield, launching, has the target.
Oh, my.
That's, just reaches out and grabs his free right arm and brings him down. So no question on the pass interference there.
Efren Hartzell with the PI. And it's really all he could do because that was a guaranteed 6 points right there.
Yeah, but just like that now, BC knocking on the door.
BC trying to scratch the scoreboard first. No score, 3:56 to go here in the first queue. BC, the 2 seed, Alberta, the 3 seed. Saskatchewan, the 1 seed, off to the gold medal game on Wednesday. We'll be calling that for you right here on Football Canada's YouTube page. Hosted by, of course, the good folks here at BC PFA.
Bronze medal game at 4 o'clock. Gold medal game going at 7 on Wednesday.
Yeah, looking forward to that. But let's get through this one first. Witzel now out of the shotgun. Looks to pass once again. Sidearm action. Whoa! That was dangerous. Almost got picked.
Again, this little bit of a sidearm angle from this kid. Very impressive. But, a hard throw just kind of across the middle. Missed his target, and that was almost interception territory. A couple of Alberta boys getting their hands on it. Replay here, just kind of seeing what he saw, his eyes. And, that was just tipped up high.
And Thomas Rowan is, boy, if that doesn't get tipped, that's going right into the breadbasket of number 2. So, first and no.
A big second down.
Yeah, second down.
There we go.
There we go. Second down and 10 now. Witzel as he pitches it off. That's number 14, Matt Chapman. And Chapman just gets a couple of yards there.
Bit of, again, confusion on the crossover here. You can see the replay. But, yeah, Chapman, again, fighting for just any extra yard he can get before going down. Brings up a big decision, and BC will send on their field goal unit from the 19-yard line. Points potentially up on the board here. Again, still
potentially, yeah. You know, though, this is a tough part of the game, especially for the youngsters.
Leaving game 1 this afternoon between Saskatchewan and Manitoba, there was the first one, field goal attempt was missed, but then there was 2 successful conversions afterwards. Let's see how BC does here.
So Brandon Bailey will hold the football as Reed Thompson tries to put it through the uprights, and he does. 3-0 for BC as they scratch the scoreboard first. 2:43 to go here in the first quarter.
Thompson, the Kelowna native, with a strong, confident boot, no doubter, and they get on the board. The BC contingent in the crowd going wild, waving
signs and everything here.
BC flags. I mean, in game 1, we saw Saskatchewan represent pretty well, but the home field advantage BC has is definitely showing. A lot of black and orange in the crowd and a lot of BC flags fresh off this Canada Day weekend.
Yeah, this gorgeous field here at McLeod Stadium, the home of the Langley Rams.
And just a perfect day for football, too. The rain stopped this morning. It's clouded over, so it's not, the players aren't scorching hot out there in the July heat. Instead, it's just a nice, cool afternoon and evening. Perfect football weather.
Liam Pickenen and Seth Polzer hoping to receive there. 2 back for Alberta as Thompson goes to kick it off for BC. 3-0.
Alberta looking to get some sustained pressure here. Again, a bit of a sloppy is an unfair word, but sloppy first half from both sides as they kind of get their pace and feel for the game.
A decent kick there goes to the side of Pickenen, and Pickenen now trying to break through, and he does. One man to beat, but he can't beat him. Good tackle there by number 23, Kareem Mohammed, out of Richmond.
That's a great return, though, all the way down into BC territory. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in the opening quarter. Great field position for Alberta.
As we take another look at this one. A decent kick.
Yeah, the lefty positioning that one where he wanted it to go. It was just a matter of Alberta finding that gap and cutting up the sideline. Again, breaking tackles, getting yards after the play. Yards after contact is so huge in these games, and Alberta's taking advantage of that early.
That was Nick Almeida, on the tackle there, the big D lineman at 6 feet, 196, Notre Dame product out of Vancouver. As Alberta hands off the football and just gets a few yards there to start this drive.
This little handoff, sold it well. Witzel selling it. We do have a player down. So the trainer's coming on to check in on the injured player.
Liam Critch, the running back.
It was a 4-yard gain on the run.
So the players take the knee here. We did have one injury in the first game, and Manitoba down a D lineman. Hopefully not for the Wednesday bronze medal game, but it looks to here that Critch perhaps is going to, maybe take a second here as the trainer comes out to take a look. And that Critch favoring that right leg just a little bit. Looking like he's going to be okay there, though. So Alberta will try to get this drive going here. They got to get themselves on the board, down 3 buzz right now to BC. A couple minutes to go in the first quarter, but you're right. Just sort of that feeling out process that's happening right now. We saw it in the first game, and I'm sure we'll see it a little more in this game as these guys get a little more adapted to playing with one another. But one thing you got to like about this BC team is they got some swag going on right now. As you see Brady Dusek out there trying to jack up the crowd.
Yeah, him and Max Lang waving their hands, getting the fans into it. A lot of bells and whistles in the crowd. Makes him noise. Potentially offside situation there. No flags, though.
Wow, look at this. This comes jumping in. Massive tackle there. That's number 7, Brady Schutz. And Schutz shuts it down.
I think BC got away with a pretty obvious offside there, but They get the sack. Let's see the replay here. And just, yeah, right up the middle. No chance for Alberta. And like you said, they're swagger. Like, look at these guys after. They're pumping it. They're feeling it. Their shoulders are bobbing.
Home field advantage if you believe in that sort of thing.
It brings up a 3rd and 10 situation. Alberta's punt team on at midfield.
And it's a low snap, able to get it off. It's a decent punt as it's fielded there by Thompson. And Thompson has got some good yardage going on here. He keeps those legs pumping. And a dog pile to get him down.
Thompson's a busy guy.
Yeah.
Punt team, field goal coverage.
Does it all.
Receiving, breaking tackles. There you go, the pride of the Okanagan. Getting it to about the 43-yard line, BC territory.
Reed Thompson, 6 feet, 170, as you mentioned, out of Kelowna. Rutland Senior Secondary. See what we get now here from BC. They got 3 on the board, looking to put more. Chase Witzel, 1 man in the backfield with him. 3 in motion. 2 wide to his left and right. He hands it off there, but gets stuffed for a tackle for a loss. That's number 95, Brian Just. And he's got a big tackle for a loss there, the product of Edmonton.
He read that play perfectly on the replay, just powering through the gap.
Look at that.
Swallows him up, and he knows it. Slyly popping up, celebration and all.
Not the biggest guy to just at 5'11", but 230 pounds, and he's looking pretty lean at 230 as well. So you can imagine what kind of muscle this young kid has on him already. So we'll see what BC can do here. 2nd down, 13 to go. As Witzel now scrambles to his left, he's just going to go for a run, see if he can beat his man, and he cannot as he's taken down there by Efren Hartzell.
Yeah, making the smart play there, realizing he didn't have any options downfield, so you just tuck that ball and you just run for any extra yards you can get and avoid any big damage hits. You know, there you go. Picks up an extra couple yards after contact.
And to just in pursuit there as well. So if keep your eye on number 95 for Alberta.
Yeah,
seems to be a bit of a playmaker.
He does not move like a guy who weighs 230
no,
pounds.
Not at all.
But I bet based on those couple of hits, he hits like one.
Yeah, so 3rd and 10 now for BC. They'll punt this one away. And the clock is running down here in the first queue. 45 seconds to go as the Stripes have a little conversation.
Yeah, I think he's the early contender for the Nitro Ice Award from game number 1.
If you miss game number 1, just check out number 41 from Saskatchewan, Nitro Ice Hannah. Not only is he a part of the all-name team, not only will he be a part of the American Gladiators at some point in his life, but he is a fantastic football player, and I think somebody we're going to be talking about for years to come.
Yeah, he made a couple of very big, impressive hits. He had the swagger. He popped up. He was getting the crowd into it. And DeJuiced is maybe making the early impact for that designation in this game. He's been all over the field. And again, at 230 pounds, moving around like that, very impressive for the Edmonton Raiders prospect.
So the clock runs down here on in the first quarter. So we'll head over to the second now. 3-0 BC, 3rd down, 9 to go. And it looks like BC will kick this one away.
Yeah, overcast day here at McLeod Park, so it is getting fairly dark, a little bit earlier than normal, but I love it with the lights on, the scoreboard lit. It's a beautiful day in Langley.
Well, the crowd is lit as well.
Yes, yeah.
As the kids say. Thompson back to kick, and yeah, we've talked about him early on here. Multifaceted player as he looks to punt this one away, and that's a high snap. He was able to get up there and get it. Kicks it towards the sideline, and it goes out right around the Alberta 50. See where they spot that one.
That was kind of his first error of the game.
Yeah, no, maybe he's moving a little further down. Wow, look at this spot. That's at the 55-yard line there, so maybe a bit of a generous spot. Maybe my eyes could be a little deceiving, though. I mean, I'm getting a little old there. Forrest getting up there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get your Samson reference earlier.
Exactly. Anyone of fans of lowbrow 90s comedy would got it, but nonetheless. 3-0 BC, 11:37 to go here in the second quarter. At some point, I'll slip another one in, all right?
Please
See if
do.
you
I
can
love
get
it.
that,
Yeah.
all right?
I'm mad that I'm 0 for 1. This is I consider myself up on the pop culture.
Martel here now, out of shotgun. He's got two people sort of helping him there with the play action fake, and he's looking deep here. It's underthrown, though, and my, wow. Just something you did not need to do. Logan Johnson out of Prince George with the mistake there for BC. It was underthrown by Martel, and the receiver coming back on the play gives him a bit of a clothesline there and puts the hands up like, what? I did nothing. Well, you got a PI call.
Yeah, Dawson Hunter, the intended target there. The ball was coming up short, and he just kind of looped back around, grabs the arm. Easy call as two of the officials throwing their flags. So, a bit of a mistake by Team BC there, and Alberta's looking to take advantage now on the BC 40.
We'll see if Alberta can take advantage of this one here. There's a little bit of confusion on where exactly the ball, there it is. So the ball will be on BC's 39. Call it 40 according to the board. And we'll see now Martel can get something going here. Martel, Bishop Carroll Cardinals out of Calgary. Two men in motion, one in the backfield. And he hands it off. Little spin move there, but great tackle.
I believe that was offside on Alberta.
Brady Schutz on the tackle.
See what the call ends up being here, but looked like a pretty significant jump. And it is offside on Alberta, so that'll knock
from
him back.
Replay, yeah.
Watch on the motion. The guy on the far left just, hey, it ain't cheating if you don't get caught, but he got caught.
Jamar Link there on the handoff.
This is the first bit of pressure we've seen from Alberta kind of into the BC, encroaching at least into the BC territory. So this is where I said they're going to start to kind of feel themselves, get a little bit of confidence, get a little swagger, and start to push into BC territory. Right now this game's kind of been played between the 30-yard lines and at midfield. And I'm hoping we see, much like game number 1, where second quarter and into halftime, we saw a bit of an offensive explosion. We see more of that coming up.
Tie game at halftime, second half in the first game, complete blowout for Saskatchewan. They flexed their muscle in the second half, and they're gone to the gold medal game. The winner of this one will face them. Martel now calls an audible at the line.
He's looking to his right, but would not be surprised if he goes to Ethan Mayers here, number 4.
Oh, there's a little movement there. It looked like they might have been offside again. Oh, look at this! Coming out of nowhere! It's Schutz shutting it down once again.
Breaking through, and just a little bit of confusion by Alberta there. I don't think they exactly got off the play they were looking for, and just busting through on the right side here.
And look at this, just blows by his man and gets missed there. Link just absolutely misses the block, and he's fired up. Brady Schutz.
The yellow gloves, he just like swept that guy out of the way like it was nothing, and a little 7-on-7 crime there between Josh Martel and Brady Schutz.
If you're going to make the 4-hour drive, you might as well make the most of it from Kelowna. 4 hours from Langley to Kelowna, 3.5 maybe perhaps?
If you're obeying local laws.
All right. Depends on how you drive, I guess. Picked up there by Thompson, who fumbled it just a little bit. Now he's just trying to do something with it. Goes up the gut and ends up getting taken down. There is another flag on the play, but Thompson scrambling there to try to get something positive and not get too pinned.
It's a little off topic, but the speeding tickets and such. Last week, first ever intersection camera speeding ticket I've ever received.
There you go.
And it's because I had to drive my fiance's friend to the airport at 6:15 in the morning, and she was freaking out she was going to miss her flight. So I blame her for my $177 ticket.
Did you tell that to the police officer? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a lie.
I literally get it in the mail.
Well, take it to the judge. See what they say.
Happy Canada Day weekend.
Yeah. It'll cost
Hey, she made her flight.
Funny thing is, I got one of those one time when I was hosting a morning show on TSN 1040 as well. So, it happens in the morning, right? You get that little lead foot, you got to get there.
Of course. The roads are empty, you go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see if Alberta's got a bit of a lead foot here driving into BC territory.
Yeah, absolutely. But see if we can get something going here. It's 1st and 10 for BC here. We have a turnover on downs. Our statistician telling us is a blindside block.
Oh, good scramble.
Wurzel. Witzel tries to take it up the middle there, and BC not really getting a whole lot.
But good job to get some. Now they have a bit of safety, right? They can move around a little bit more. They can try something because if they're still backed up right against their goal line, that's going to be a big problem.
Tough play to get out there, but good play by Witzel.
Yeah.
Showing his athleticism.
So now they have a bit of a gap. They're not pressed up right against their end zone, so they can elect for a throw here or go run. 2nd and 4.
Ball in the 7. 3-0 BC. 9 minutes to go. 2nd Q.
We still haven't seen what we saw at game 1. It was like long ball down the sideline, 30-yard gains.
Yeah, haven't seen that breakout play just yet.
Maybe we'll see it here.
Witzel tries for it there. No, it is picked. That's Evan Shula who takes it in the end zone. Ball hits the turf, but Alberta picks it back up. That's going to be 6 points for the visitors. What a play there by Evan Shula.
The St. Albert native coming through with a massive interception here. Big mistake by quarterback Chase Witzel. Just didn't see him. And there's that throw I said, a little bit of comfort, seeing if you can kind of make the play.
As we see the replay here, you know, Force,
you see Shula.
It is risky, right there, looking for his man. That was number 13 on the crossing route, Max Reeder.
But what a play by Shula there. You could see that he kind of backed off of the coverage as opposed to joining the blitz.
Yeah.
And he sat back in coverage, kind of hid behind his offensive lineman or his D-line. And that ball just came over the top. He popped up out of nowhere, runs into the end zone.
And the extra point is good.
Alberta's on the board.
Yep, 7-3 Alberta now. 8:31 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And I mean, I don't want to question the play call there, but I'm wondering if they maybe should have ran.
2nd and 4, and you had room to do it.
Tough pass on the crossing route there. You got to zip that one in there, too.
You do. I just go full credit to Shula, though. He hit that so well.
Yeah.
And I believe, Witzel didn't even see him. Yeah. And that angle, if the pick happens, so we'll get another look at it here. Yeah.
Watch 13 coming across, and it looks like it got batted a little bit. Yeah, it looks like the play got batted a little bit. We'll be able to get another look at it right here.
You can see, there you go, with Witzel scanning his eyes. Just kind of wobbled on him.
Well, nonetheless, Alberta puts the points on the board with great play on the backtrack there by number 13, Max Reeder. The receivers, they kick off now. They kick it towards Reeder, who picks it up and tries to go the other way now, and he's burying himself a little bit, trying to get that edge. He does. Going to the far sideline. Can he get some more room? Keep it in bounds. No, he can't, but boy, did he get something out of nothing there.
And the coaches hold their breath collectively when a player backtracks like that. Yeah. You're like, oh, you just lost 10 yards, 15 yards if you don't cut that corner. And it didn't look like he was going to get out of it. And right here, Afterburners finds another gear, gets around 1, 2, 3 Alberta players, makes his way up to the sideline and runs out just shy of the 50-yard line.
Out runs Owen Steinecke there. Number 32 for Alberta. So BC now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Witzel. Under center, shotgun, little flea flicker there to number 14, Matt Chapman. Chapman runs it up the gut. Big chunk of change there for BC.
Nice little play call, something we haven't seen yet from either team on that particular play. And Chapman impressing early.
Yeah.
He's kind of been all over the field, the running back from Kelowna. Get another look at it here where, he sends the man in motion. Just perfectly timed, places it right into his hands, and he cuts back. just shaking off the one tackle and driven across midfield.
I like that little help there from Cash Amos, the Belmont secondary product, and knew his man was going to get taken down. Just give him a little push. Give him a couple extra yards. Witzel now out of the shotgun, drops it, bobbles it. Now he's on the turf. He had to cover it up there as Alberta was sniffing around at that pigskin.
That bad snaps were a common theme in the afternoon game, and it continues into tonight. We're just, again, players still trying to feel each other out. But luckily, he was smart enough to just jump on it, doesn't try to do anything fancy. Again, we saw in the Saskatchewan game where the one bad snap, the quarterback or the punter actually panicked and tried to throw it, leading to an interception. So smart play by the BC quarterback to just kind of fall on the ball. 2nd and 18 now, 6:40 left in the second quarter.
Now, we mentioned about the wet conditions, but it doesn't seem like it's that wet now. Most of the rain happening earlier in the day. We didn't seem to have too much of a problem with it in the first game as BC makes a completed pass there. That's number 18, Cash Amos, the running back out of Belmont Secondary, with the reception.
Yeah, cashing in on a nice little throw there.
Yeah.
Stumbling out of it, but yeah, he kind of went up to haul that in on a bit of a higher pass and used his blocks out in front to cross just about midfield. So still long.
Yeah, 2nd and 18, is it? No. Change the board here. 2nd and looks about 8.
We'll see what the refs are discussing here. Trying to figure out exactly the spot, and it could not be more than right at center field.
There we are.
Brings up 3rd and 18. Still working out the exact spot. All right, so the referee is giving out instructions.
We got it now. 3rd and 16.
There we go. And now the players all around the field. They were just as confused as we were.
So BC going to be forced to punt here as well. A few positives there from the BC side, but not able to get down very deep into Alberta territory. And this is going to be a problem here for BC when they just leave possessions on the field and have to bring the defense back out there. Alberta up 7-3 in this one. 6:26 to go in the second Q. As mentioned, the winner of this one will play the gold medal game on Wednesday versus Saskatchewan. As Thompson goes to kick things away, he kicks it out, and it gets out somewhere around the 36-yard line of Alberta.
Yeah, it's never usually a good thing when the busiest person on our team is your punter.
Yes, well, as we've seen from Reed Thompson, he's not only busy punting the ball away, he's also busy doing other things. The defensive back out of Kelowna.
Yeah, so for Team Alberta, we've seen Josh Martell, for the most part, be the quarterback, the Bishop Carroll Cardinals prospect out of Calgary. We did see a couple of series with Phineas Gorson jumping in there. He's also from the Calgary area. So far on the BC side of things, just Chase Witzel, but they do have another quarterback in Jacob Eberle out of Prince George. Remains to be seen if we'll see him in action this game.
Brandon Bailey as well, quarterback for BC out of Vancouver College, that powerhouse program there in Vancouver. So we'll see if Witzel gets the first game. We did see that gets this game. We did see in the first game Manitoba's quarterback play the entire game in a loss as Thompson kicks it up. This one's about a can of corn, kicked up high, not very far, goes out in the sideline right around the 38. But we'll see where they spot it.
I would love to know if this is maybe just perhaps an error in the program guide, but Brandon Bailey, the quarterback, the third quarterback on the roster, out of Vancouver College, 5'9". It's listed as 115 pounds.
That might be a problem.
Yeah.
That might be a problem. I get the feeling that is not his weight.
I hope for entertainment value it is his weight.
We'll have to see.
We just get to see this guy in action. Yeah, if he's running into Brian DeJuice out of Edmonton, the 230-pound behemoth, yeah, that might be interesting.
Okay, Gorson now back under center in the shotgun for Alberta. He's got one man in the backfield, a man in motion. He hands it off on the end around there, and a nice little trip up there. Guess who? Thompson with the trip up, but Dawson Hunter looking to get some yards. A 6'3", 160 product out of Spruce Grove, and a nice little play there from Reed Thompson.
Yeah, again, more Kelowna natives jumping in
Yeah.
that play as well. Austin and Relova, the Rutland senior secondary. I think there's a few of them on this roster making a big impact. Brings up a 2nd and 6 on the Alberta 39 as Alberta tries to add to its 4-point lead.
Gorzen now. 3 guys in motion. Calls them off.
They reset.
And they go again. That's offside. And wasn't picked up. Good play there. Owen Steinecke with the reception. And I think they might have got away with one. Looks like the men in motion might have been offside, but going to be a first down for Alberta.
Venus Gorson snapping that ball in there. Nice throw. Nice catch. Hauls it in. First down. That's what you want to see from either of these sides to try and get some sustained momentum. Quick plays, quick throws. Move it downfield.
So Alberta 1st and 10 now on their own 49, on their 50. Gorzen, one man with him in the backfield, 2 in motion, hands it off there. That's Jamar Link. And Link gets it up. It's about 8 yards on the play, and he moves it into BC territory.
And again, sustained momentum. Another nice little run, pick up some yards, set yourself up for a 2nd and short situation. Just driving the pile, moving things forward, keeping BC's defense on the field for as long as possible, tiring them out. I like what I've seen so far from this Phineas Gorson prospect.
Yeah.
Again, the Calgary native stepping in, kind of alternating series with Joshua Martel so far, but he's been very impressive.
Now they got a good dual set here. So Gorson hands it off once again to Link, but look at this. Look who it is. Reed Thompson once again. This guy's a baller.
Listed as a defensive back, and it should just read everything.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't, if we see him at quarterback at some point.
You
but
know,
yeah.
a baseball term, I've used a couple already in this, utility play.
Utility.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite for fantasy baseball. The all position.
Look at that. Reed Thompson just will not be denied. He shows the number 1 and gives it a 2-pump right there.
Not
number
just the
28.
one.
Not 1, but 2. 3rd and 5 now for Alberta as they look to kick it away.
I think even though BC's down right now, out of the 4 teams we watched today, they are the team with the most swagger. And maybe it's just they're feeding off the hometown fans cheering them on, but they're at least putting on a show and having some fun.
Almost got a block there as Reed Thompson goes to field the punt. And he's just going to try and blow by a couple of guys. He does. He goes out just by the 40-yard line. But, again, Reed Thompson, do you think there's some fuel in that tank? Because he seems to be going high-octane fuel, perhaps.
Get the kid a water.
Yeah,
He's all over the place.
Don't get that cheap stuff, although I don't think there really is cheap gas nowadays, but he gets that premium.
yeah.
Reed
No
Thompson.
doubt. But he heads to the sideline taking a quick break as BC resets, looking to get on the border, at least find the end zone for the first time in this game as we tick into the final few minutes of the first half.
And if you're just tuning in now, the only points put on the board for BC was a field goal and a pick 6 for Alberta. So not a whole lot of offense going on here. We got a new quarterback under center as well as he can't manage. And that was Brandon Bailey, the 115-pound quarterback out of Vancouver College. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say he's not 115 pounds, although that play there completely broken from BC.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion there, and that will happen. First offensive play, new quarterback coming in.
Yeah.
It's
always tough, that first play. You got the jitters going on right now, and
there you
big
go.
game, and he's now out as Witzel will come back in. Brandon Bailey.
That was a short hook.
Yeah, 5'9", and it's listed 115. It's got to be a typo. But playing for Vancouver College, which has had a lot of success in Vancouver.
Second and 14 here.
Witzel now dropping the ball. Picks it back up, little sidearm action. His man wide open there. That's number 13, Max Reeder. And Reeder's now looking for some more yardage. Tries to get by his man, and he's out to the sideline inside of Alberta territory, and that is exactly what BC needed.
Yeah, a bit of a broken play off of the fumbled snap, but it caused the field to kind of open up, and Max Reeder just finding himself in open space right across the middle. Great play by the quarterback to find him wide open, and he makes the most of the open field. Nice cut right there, and then gets a nice little block on the outside, cuts in, and grinds his way now into Alberta territory. Great play there.
I'll tell you what, I love this sidearm action from Chase Witzel. You know I'm a big Matt Stafford fan, so I will bring him up a couple of times. But even Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, they all love to do it nowadays. And Witzel seems to have got it dialed. But here they are, 1st and 10 on the 46 as BC trying to make some noise here. Back up those fans, and here comes the Alberta Bull Rush, and there it is. A sack there. That's number 40, Sam Metcalf, the Edmonton Mustangs product, with the sack.
Very nice play there. Just nowhere to go for Wetzel, who just
under siege.
Yeah.
Great play there.
That'll drive them back. And, yeah, you can see there just looking around, nothing downfield, great coverage, and the wall just kind of collapsed in on itself there. Nice defense by Alberta.
What's going on here now on the field is
more discussions.
Yeah. Is this an Alberta penalty? What do we got going on here? We'll have to hear from the – oh, yes, it is. So long explanation here. You're just with us as well. So going to be against Alberta. Look at that. Good sportsmanship going on there between 75 and 92. That's Carter Martin and Vaughn Pine, excuse me.
Notice the number 55 there, Ali Tariq, the big boy.
Yeah.
232, playing out of Holy Cross in Surrey.
I think you got it mixed up. It's Tariq Ali.
Tariq Ali, yeah, there we go. He's so good, he goes both ways.
Exactly. 5'10", 232. Woo! These kids are not small. A lot of athletes on the field as well, including this player right here, number 14, Max Chapman. Matt, that is. We've seen him a few times, and look at this. Picks it up, moves the sticks. BC's got it cooking now, and look at that. Just giving it to the crowd. You got to love the swag from BC.
Yeah, he's been arguably the most noticeable player on BC, at least on the offensive side of the ball. He's been all over the field, moving about. And there's just another example of, the fans cheering him on, getting him into it. He runs down the near sideline, pops up, and throws a little, hey, you got to cheer me on or what, from the fans.
Yeah, if it's not Reed Thompson on defense, it's Matt Chapman on offense. Look at this, just breaking through the tackles. Finally gets taken down. Had to get dogpiled to get taken down. So Chapman.
Talked about it earlier, like a sign of a player who wants the yardage, right? He could have stepped out of bounds there and avoided a couple of hits, bumps, and bruises, and no, he wanted it.
So we got a timeout here by BC, I believe it is. Yeah, it's showing on the board.
So, yeah, they're chatting over. Witzel running over to talk to his coach while the rest of his team waits for it. But, yeah, again, the swagger from Chapman popping up. The fans absolutely loving it. They're right below our vantage point in the broadcast booth, and anytime there's a big play, I can't see many people's heads, but I just see all the flags flying back and forth, little BC flags.
Love the cowbell, too.
Yes, yeah, there's a couple of cowbell. I saw Vuvuzela.
Oh, wow, there you go. I'm not saying that one. I'll butcher that. The cowbell is more cowbell, please, here.
Hey, all right. There you go. I got that pop culture.
There you go. You got that one. Vuvuzela, is that what you say? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to add that one to the repertoire. 1st and 10 on the 23 for British Columbia, and this is a chance for them to get back into this game, get back on top of this game. They're down 4, 7-3 to Alberta. Alberta with the pick 6. See if Witzel can get BC into the end zone, as he's got one man with him in the backfield, 3 in motion as he steps back, fires it over, and he can't find number 10, Russell Ron Orenzia. The Terry Fox product can't pick it up.
Yeah, missing the intended target there, but just a play where trying to make something happen. A low percentage pass, take the shot. Not a lot of harm in trying it, bringing up second down.
Now, you and I are not outside, but the elements are starting to come in now. You can see through the tight shots on the camera that rain is starting to hammer down. And what looked like it was going to be decent at the start of this game, a system has now moved in here. Let's see if it affects the play. Let's see if it affects the throwing in this game. Maybe BC will try to keep it to the ground game. As Witzel now, nope, he's looking end zone right now, and he finds his man. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. Looking for Reeder, and once again, Hartzell is going to get called with the pass interference, so BC going to be knocking on that doorstep once again.
Yeah, I love it. The Alberta defender throwing his hands up in the air like the who me?
Yeah.
No, that is textbook interference, but hey, probably just saved a touchdown. Reeder with a nice little route there, and as you mentioned, the ball's probably a little slippery now. Nope, doesn't matter. Let's fly out of the end zone. Really nice pass here. Almost was able to bring it in one hand, but yeah, that is a play where the flag has to come out.
Yeah, Reeder upset that he didn't make the play, but Hartzell all up in his grill and kind of get a little hand motion in on him. So Alberta gets the flag. BC now right up there, first and goal, first and 8 to go here. So see if they can punch it in, try to take a lead.
Under 2 minutes to go in the opening half. BC looking for the end zone for the first time this game.
It's a high five from his offensive lineman, Carter Martin. Whips it through. Oh, that's a dangerous pass once again. He's looking for number 10. That's Russell Ron Arenzia.
Yeah. Similar thing. Watch. He looks at his gloves here, and okay, yeah, he looks down like, oh, so maybe that rain is starting to affect them a little bit. The grip.
You can see it's starting to come down fierce here at McLeod Stadium in Langley, BC. Once again, want to give a shout out to Football Canada for putting this event together. You know, these kids are jacked up for it. The fans are as well.
Yeah, it's been an awesome crowd all afternoon and now into the evening.
All right, so here we go. 2nd and 8. Witzel looking end zone once again. Throws it out, tries to find his man. Is there going to be another call on the play? No. Reeder's like, what's going on here? Hartzell's like, let's get the heck out of here. Don't make that call on me once again.
The ref was right there. Got a good look at it, but I think that's
the right call.
Yeah, that's just great defense.
Yeah.
Ephraim Hartzell.
St. Francis Xavier Rams.
There was a penalty behind the play. We were watching the corner of the end zone there, but there was a roughing the passer play. So just when Alberta thought they were out of trouble, they take a roughing the passer play, which brings up first down on the 1 yard line.
Look who gets called in for the Alberta defense. Number 95, DeJutz. The Edmonton Raider. Going to hope to help Alberta have a goal line stand here as they're on the 1, BC, looking to punch it in and try to take a lead here. $1:50 to go. Second Q, down 7-3.
Big play for BC here.
Witzel tapping the helmet. He's got Meyer right behind him, and he tries to take it himself, and he's going to run into a wall of Albertans.
Didn't go anywhere.
Build the wall, they say in Alberta. Do they say that? No?
They do now, because that was a big wall.
They built the wall there, able to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal now for BC. And Witzel, I might have given it away there, tapping his helmet like, guys, this one's mine.
That is not an envious task, trying to get past that massive line. Yeah, like they just overpowered BC there. There was no hope that play was going to work.
Look who's right there, 95 as well for Alberta. So keep an eye on him when he's on the field. They'll try to do it once again here. 2nd and goal. Witzel now in the shotgun, and he pitches it off, and it's going to be Chapman taking it in for the touchdown. BC has put 6 more on the board.
Chapman loving life. He gets the pitch. A play we saw earlier in the half. This one obviously finding the end zone, and he knew it. He was still 3-4 steps away. He throws up the peace sign to the Alberta team. Later, found the end zone. BC a point away from a 10-7 lead with just over a minute left in the half.
Can Can I say home run because of the Matt Chapman reference again? Should I just get away from that?
No, absolutely
you're
not.
good with that?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Because, Toronto Blue Jay and all.
Only doubles, home runs, and strikeouts, and this was certainly a home run.
That's right.
Look at him throw up the deuces there.
All or nothing for Matt Chapman as BC puts it through. And they make it 10-3 now with a minute 18 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, 10-7 score. Teams trading touchdowns. Alberta with the pick six earlier, but this is the first offensive touchdown we've seen in this game. And it took 21 minutes of action to get there, but we found it. An impressive play. And as you mentioned, the rain is falling. It looks like a bit of a mistier rain. So we'll see how that affects the grips. But it definitely didn't there. Chapman cutting his way to the end zone. He knew he was in. Throws up the deuces, flashes it to the crowd, walks onto the track, and walks away with 6 points.
Got the DK Metcalf soother there.
Yeah.
Mouthpiece like that. Yeah, just dripping with swag, this BC team, and they're loving how it's working right now as it's 10-7 as they approach the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, the Kelowna boys making the big impact. This roster is chocked full of players from the Okanagan, and they're the ones kind of leading the charge so far. Chase Witzel, Matt Chapman, Max Reeder, they have been doing the damage, and as a result, BC has the lead.
Yeah, don't forget Reed Thompson as well out of Kelowna. He's been a big part of this team. He's going to kick off the ball here as well, but defensively been a big player and also on punt returns as well, kick returns. So a little bit of an everything. The utility player as he tries to just give a little kick forward as Alberta picks it up. That's number 33, Polzer from the Okotoks.
Decent return there, and Alberta will have a little bit of time on the clock to try and make something happen and see if they can at least even this game up heading into halftime.
Now, as we saw in the first game, Manitoba thought they were going to take a lead into that first half, but they weren't able to, as Saskatchewan was able to put points on the board and tie things up and eventually take things over in the second half. Let's see what we can get from Alberta here. Even if they could even things up with 3, that would be good for them, obviously, but I think they're going to be thinking more than that. They want to get 7 before this minute and 12 is done.
Yeah. See if they swing something out to the right side.
Oh,
here.
Martel with a bad snap. Oh, and it gets away. Gets picked up by BC. Oh, and that is going to be trouble right there. Brady, the suits with the pickup, the Abbotsford product. And boy, you talked about slippery pigskin. Well, here we have it firsthand.
That's exactly what we saw. I think that play was designed to go to the right, and it was a little bit of a mind ahead of the hands because he looks right here motioning. I think they were going to try and pitch that ball out, and it just slips, and it is wet bouncing around out there. Look at this recovery. It has a little somersault roll. The yellow gloves have a little stickum on them, apparently, because that hauled it in.
Sorry, that was Brady Schutz
Yes.
that got that there. Number 7, not number 2. Our apologies to the Schutz family, but he's been all over the field. Keep saying his name quite a bit here tonight as well. 6'2", 175 pounds, and guess where he's from?
Kelowna. There was a penalty on the play, so it's driven the ball back a little bit here to the Alberta 25. Minute 7 left in the opening half.
That's why I talked about Alberta wanted to try to perhaps take a lead here before the half is over. Well, now BC's going to flip the script or try to flip the script and put some extra points on the board.
Yeah, great opportunity to as well. They have plenty of time, no reason to rush a play. 1st and 10 on the 25.
So Witzel now out of the shotgun, hands it off, and this one's going to be a big chunk. Can he take it to the end zone? Yes, he can. Ryder Quintana puts 6 more on the board for the home side.
Wow, look at the wheels on Quintana there. Just a burst of speed out to the left, and that is how you make Alberta pay for mistakes. What a run, and just like that. They said points on the board by the end of the half, but points on the board on the first play.
Yeah. Quintana, the 5'5", 135-pound running back out of White Rock, goes to North Surrey. And look at this, just outrunning his defender, the little man getting it done.
Breaking that first tackle there, nice little just shimmy inside.
Oh, and it's blocked. So they won't get the extra point. It'll remain 16-7 for BC here, under a minute to go in the first half.
So snaps playing such an integral role in both games, and gold essentially on the line for these teams. And BC looking to take advantage. We're creeping towards perhaps what would be a BC-Saskatchewan rematch.
You get too far ahead of yourself here, Forrest.
Nope.
The Alberta people listening right now probably like, you just shut your mouth.
They still don't like me for my weather comments back in December.
There you go. That's right. Well, it isn't the greatest weather here in Langley. Of course, it is July. Doesn't feel like July at this point. The rain is coming down. We'll see if this affects things further in this game. But right now, BC seems to be able to handle the elements. Go figure, BC can play in the rain.
Yeah.
Reed Thompson now going to kick things off. As Alberta try to pick themselves up here. A little bit of a low squib, if you will. And it's picked up there by Polzer. And Polzer just takes it out of bounds just a few yards on the pickup.
How about we give the MVP to the BC kick returner, I guess I'll call her. On the field, and she is hauling.
Hey, sign her up.
Look at her go. She's still sprinting down the sideline. You can see it on the camera feed here.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Gets the high five as she gets over there. Everybody on the BC sideline is jacked up right now as you see those tents, courtesy of BC Lions.
Here we go. We got a Let's Go BC chant kicking off in the crowd. The fans really pushing the pace, much like BC has. So we'll see if they can keep Alberta off the board with 54 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, Gorzen back under center. And looks like perhaps a little confusion maybe. Gorzen now looking to pass. The rush comes, so he goes up the middle, and he's taken down. A hard tackle there. A great tackle there by Brady Schutz.
About a 5-yard gain. And that's kind of what the best situation or best case scenario out of that one. A bit of a broken play. Couldn't find any targets down, so he takes off running. Brings up what should be, it's a 2nd and 7. Down 9, you know that he's probably looking downfield with 40 seconds left.
Got to be careful here, though. You don't want to be throwing any sort of picks or anything like that. Don't want to give BC any more points. They're already down 9 here.
I think BC probably sensed that a big play was maybe coming because they've called a timeout. Want to make sure that everyone's on the same page. So, yeah, it's an impressive half for BC. It honestly mirrored a lot of what the first game was between Saskatchewan and Manitoba, where both teams were kind of get a sense of each other. The teams almost internally felt like they were trying to get a sense of each other with some misplays or miscommunications. And these teams are slowly gelling. BC's just been a little quicker to the punch. And as a result, they're up 9.
Yeah. Like I said, you got to be careful here if you're Alberta, though. You do not want to be giving BC anything. The ball is on your own 37. I know they want to get that big chunk play right away, but you can't force it.
We'll find out shortly what they have dialed up against 2nd and 7 with 41 seconds left. Phineas Gorzen in at quarterback.
And it's hard to say really if it's Gorzen or Martel here moving forward for Alberta.
They seem to be rotating in and out with no real rhyme or reason.
Yeah. Almost like just looking for somebody to do something, like a play just like that as Jamar Link goes up the middle. The Calgary product gets a big chunk for Alberta, and here's when you can sort of start to play with things as you've now got it close to the 55-yard line.
Yeah, 36 seconds left, so there's still a little bit of time to work with. They hustle to the line. Nice little run right up the gut.
Yeah. Clock is still moving. Alberta's got both or 2 timeouts left, so see what they do with them. Clock's still running, and they're taking a long time to get this off. Gorzen now looks far side, looking for number 13, and he can't bat it down, and right up in his face, Jarrell Sahay from Rutland Senior Secondary, and of course, another Kelowna product making another big play.
Yeah, another one of the Rutland Senior Secondary crew impressing today, and he had that covered. If you want to make that pass be complete, you got to whip it in there. That was just too much air underneath the ball. It gave BC plenty of time for the coverage. Again, that might factor in raining softly right now, but it's led to some slippery conditions. And yeah, that was a low percentage play. Now 17 seconds left on the clock in the half.
So hey, though, climbing the ladder, though, you got to like the athleticism there. So Gorzen now, play action, goes over the middle and almost gets picked. Reed Thompson was right there. And I'll tell you what, Alberta's offense just looks like it is a little bit of a mess right now.
Just not quite clicking. Again, near side ref threw a penalty flag, so I believe there's also an offside on this play. We'll find out. And it's against BC.
So free play there for Alberta. The sticks will move, 2nd and 5. The sticks won't necessarily move, but the play will move. 2nd and 5 now. Gorzen in the shotgun.
Big play for Alberta here if they want to get points on the board for the half. They need something huge.
Out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, fakes the other handoff. Looking to his right, but BC is not following it. They're in hot pursuit, and right on his heels was Schutz. And he's starting to make a bunch of plays out there for BC. But as I mentioned, Alberta's offense just looks like it's in disarray right now.
I think it's just BC's defense. Schutz has just been all over the place. And, yeah, his speed to track down Gorzen there. I mean, Gorzen had little options. You could tell there, like, there's so much chatter and they're changing things at the line. So clearly he's seen something that he doesn't like. Right there. You just see Schutz turn on the afterburners, and he had him tracked down. Very lucky to take the sack there. So good on Gorzen for at least getting it away, but it brings up a 3rd and long. They're going to go for it with only 5 seconds on the clock.
So Gorzen now just going to try to heave one up probably. He's got man all over him, still going, and throws it off looking for his intended receiver, Ethan Mayers, but that's going to be the end of the half. Got a little pushing and shoving going on here.
We do have a flag well behind the play.
Dawson Hunter and number 41 from BC, that's Chris Torreson.
The linebacker from North Vancouver. Both players kind of getting each other's face a little bit.
Looks like we're going to get one more play here, as there was a penalty against BC. So this time the sticks will move, but this will be the last play of the first half with Alberta down 9.
Yeah, couldn't quite see on the replay what precipitated that penalty and that discussion, but both players were jawing at each other. The referees breaking them up. And you can see with the rain falling now, the kind of the turf conditions. You can see that it's a little bit wetter out there, a little slipperier. But maybe this is the break that Alberta was looking for. BC the players on the field trying to fire up the fans, waving their hands in the air.
So one last play here for Alberta. Gorzen out of the shotgun. One man with him, and he's just going to try to toss it up. Tries to go to the flats there. That's picked up there by Mayers, but nothing doing, and a big hard tackle to finish off the half by number 21, Jarrell Sahay.
Pretty good half there for both sides, but yeah, BC just with a bit of an upper edge where they were kind of clicking just a little bit more. Alberta's offense just not really managing much. Like their points only came off of a pick 6. So it was their defense carrying the offense for the first half. But you could bet the Alberta coaching staff, led by head coach Derek Fink, will be making some halftime adjustments. And yeah, as you can see, the energy levels of the two sides very evident. Alberta just kind of jogging off. BC full sprinting off, pumping their fists in the air, waving to the crowd. Standing ovation for them as they come off. So it's a tale of two teams so far, but it's only a 9-point difference. So as we saw in game number 1, a lot can change at halftime, and you can expect Alberta will make the necessary adjustments. Yeah,
Alberta's going to, like as you mentioned there, Saskatchewan was able to do it in the first game. We'll see if Alberta will be able to do it in the second game here, as the second half will be underway. And welcome back to McLeod Stadium here, Langley, BC. Under the bright lights, a little bit of rain, Andrew Wadden. Adam Forsythe here with you for the second half action between BC and Alberta. BC up 9, 16-7 as we start off this second half. What do you got for the first half stats?
Yeah, it's a bit of a tale of two different stories from game number 1 in the afternoon between Saskatchewan and Manitoba, which was a bit of a high-flying, offensively minded game. This one, a bit of a slug it out on the ground. Maybe it's the rain affecting it so far, but not a lot of offense happening on either side. BC net yards 133. Okay, that's not a lot. Alberta just 50 yards of net offense in that first half. Their only points on the board coming off of a pick 6. BC 9 first downs to Alberta's 4, and just plenty of penalties. Over 200 yards in penalties between the two teams. So that's been kind of the thing that's really slowed things down, as there's been a lot of red flags on the field. BC's rush yards 44 to Alberta's 41. This is the big one.
Yeah.
Receiving yards. 89 receiving yards for BC, just 9 for Alberta. 9 yards on 2 completed passes.
So Alberta kicking off to BC. BC going left to right. Alberta right to left to start off this second half as it's picked up there by number 13. That's Max Reeder. And Reeder's taken down by number 32. That's the first time we'll say, oh no, it's not. That's Owen Stenicky, the Medicine Hat product, making the tackle.
Nice little tackle there to get things going, and that is what Alberta needs. Is they need a bit of a spark any way they can get it, and they need a quick 3-and-out on the BC side of things right now and get their momentum back.
I think Alberta is wanting to take a little bit of that swagger that BC sort of came out with. I saw them come out on the field, sort of turn to the fans, come on guys, be with us, as we know that they're outnumbered here, being that they're out of town at the moment by this BC contingent, but Alberta really want to set their mark here in the second half. But yeah, that 9 yards, that's glaring, and it might not be that many more with this rain coming down as BC does the pitch play. That's Chapman once again running it up the gut and picking up a first down.
Chapman responsible for the 1 offensive touchdown for BC in that opening half. Looks like he's a little slow to get up there. Shaking it off. We'll see if they bring up the trainer. No, he's waving them off. But yeah, he had the first touchdown for BC, and he will actually make his way to the sideline. Bit of a limp. Takes a kneel. Trainer's coming over. But yeah, a very impressive opening half for Chapman, and hopefully he's okay after that first play. We'll see the replay here, see where he gets dinged up. Just cutting back here, and just kind of falls awkwardly on his left side there. Trainer's checking him out. Going back to that first half stats, though, again, the passing yards for BC. So their quarterback, 5 for 9, 89 yards, and that was all the work of number 16, Chase Witzel, out of Kelowna. Alberta splitting it up a little bit. They had Phineas Gorson in there and Joshua Martell, and it wasn't successful really on either end. 2 for 8, 9 yards, so they're, I'm sure, coming out with a strategy once they get their first offensive possession to try and get things going.
Yeah, and you drew the comparison between the first 2 games. If you look at the running yards, just 85 yards, rush yards, that is, between BC and Alberta combined. We saw 100 yards alone from a rusher from Manitoba in the first half. So you see the offense was a little different between the 2 games as BC now at 1st and 10 run up the gut there. And it's Witzel holding it onto himself. They're trying to get at that ball, but can't get it out of the grip of number 16.
Yeah, just driving forward, getting every yard he can while maintaining ball control. Really crucial and tough, again, in rainy, wet conditions. It's awesome to see all the fans out here. We are covered at McLeod Park, but still, with some rainy conditions, the fans still being just as loud as they were in the opening half.
Yeah, 2nd and 5 on BC's own 38 here. As mentioned, up 9. The winner of this game goes on to the gold medal game to face off against Saskatchewan. BC wants another crack at it, as that was the gold medal game in 2019 as they pitch it off once again. This time it goes to Cash Amos, who looks to cash it in, but I don't know if he got the first down just yet. Are they waving it in? Yes, they are. That's going to be a first down, BC.
Just sneaks it through. Nice little play there. Pushing with his legs, Cash Amos out of Souk. Belmont's secondary prospect, 5'9", 170 pounds, and you saw it there, just driving his legs, moving up the field.
He's an island boy. Do you get that reference?
Is that?
Oh, God, here we go. The younger Folks listening to this will know what I'm talking about. You don't see a lot of the island folk here on this team. It's dominated for sure from the Okanagan. A lot of Kelowna representation here on the BC side. 1st and 10 now for British Columbia as they'll try to keep things moving. Again, looking for that rematch against Saskatchewan.
2 Souk players on this team, actually, Gavin Christensen as well as Cash Amos, and then a couple from Courtney, Victoria. But again, it is the Okanagan domination on this team, well represented, and they are the driving force. Max Reeder, Matt Chapman, we've talked about him quite a bit today. And, of course, Chase Witzel, the 5'11 quarterback out of Kelowna Secondary. Yeah,
lots of lower mainland representation here on the BC side, but a couple of players from Prince George as well, so making the trek down from up north. And they'll be liking that long haul that it takes to get down if they can win this game and get themselves to the gold medal. Witzel then, another little pitch there. This time it's to Doucette. And Doucette trying to get some positive yardage, can't really get anywhere, but they love that little pitch play.
They do, and it worked out well in the first half, so why not go back to it? Not a lot of positive yards there, but it looks like he maybe got back to about the line of scrimmage or lost a couple of yards on the play.
Good shot of the crowd there. Trying to stay warm here in this rainy night in Langley as they go deep, and he goes up, and did he get that? Oh, my! What a catch there by Reeder. What a catch by number 13 in your program. Have a look here.
There you go. That's the big play BC is looking for. Just throwing it up, finding the target. 3 men on the coverage, and it's him that goes up and hauls it in, brings it down. Great play, and just like that, BC's into Alberta territory, looking to add to their lead.
Yeah, the wet conditions, not a factor for BC. Witzel's able to get that one off, and Reeder able to climb the ladder to get that one, the 5'11 Kelowna Secondary product.
Strong throw from Witzel.
There's that pitch once again. And this time trying to chunk things up is number 80. That's Logan Wagger. Wagger, Cloverdale Community Football product, picking up a good chunk for BC, and they're starting to move things along.
So there we go. We talked about those first half adjustments, what was going to be discussed at halftime, and I think the BC coaching staff said, let's just go back to what was working in the first half. Those little pitch plays, and you're going to find the gap just off the line of scrimmage and move upfield. It is working out here quite nicely. We've already seen it 3 times early in the second half.
Get that little pitch play and then mix in a couple of throws here and there and keep Alberta on their heels as Witzel has climbed BC into Alberta territory. They're on the 33 here, up 9 with 7:20 to go. Looks far side, chooses against it, goes for the run, and goes for the throw. Wondering if he would have been able to get the first down just with his feet there, though.
Would have been close. Good throw. I mean, tough catch.
Yeah, tough spot. Yeah. He did have his man lurking right on him. That's big number 92, Vaughn Pine, 6'4", 205 pounds out of Fort Mac. They build him big up there.
Big rigs.
Exactly.
So it brings up a 3rd and 1 decision time for BC. It looks like as of right now,
boy, if I'm BC,
are going for it.
I'd go for it. Witzel out of the shotgun. He's got Reed Thompson right next to him. Oh, the ball's on the turf! Oh, but it's picked back up. Chase Amos. Or is that Witzel?
I think Witzel recovered it and is very close to first down. Marks, the official.
Yeah, Witzel, excuse me, not Amos. Witzel drops it, able to pick it up. But are they going to get the first down from that? And it is first down, BC. The crowd loving that. Witzel getting away with one, little butterfingers, but.
And the slippery conditions playing a factor here at McLeod Park tonight.
BC continues to move the sticks down. Alberta's defense on their heels. And we see there, Witzel just kind of ran into his own man. It was Chase Amos and him sort of colliding, which the ball came loose.
He did a great job to hang on to that ball, though.
Vaughn Pine all over it there. He's trying to get in at that, dig at that pigskin. But Witzel now, 1st and 10, ball in the 31, out of the shotgun once again. Oh, and he's taken down, tackle for a loss. And that's the big man right there, number 95, to just with the tackle for a loss.
Whistle not happy after that play, barking at the referee a little bit. And just
gets the sack right there. Beautiful.
Very impressive play.
Looks like we got a penalty on the play as well.
So it brings up 2nd and 16.
No penalty there. 2nd and 16, ball in the 37.
Drove it back.
Witzel now.
He'll be aiming right. Oh, he's looking left against the traffic.
A little sidearm again and just can't hit his man. Looking for Amos there.
Amos kind of running into his offensive lineman there, Peyton Ogden from Lord Tweedsmuir. Yeah, got to just kind of catch the ball right over his head.
And Logan Wagger, number 80, kind of doing a little circle action in the backfield. He had him on the flats to his right, but didn't see his man there. So it's going to come up 3rd and 16 for BC. So Reed Thompson will come out, boot it away, see if they can pin Alberta deep in their own zone. Thompson kicks it up, gets it off clean. And yes, Coffin corners him. Beautiful. What a play there. Right down and we've got a laundry on the field though. We have to see the replay on that one, but Reed Thompson, what a beautiful punt there.
Again, the utility player. He's been filling in everywhere.
Yep.
He's made a couple of amazing tackles, a couple of nice punts.
He gets it off clean.
Let's see where we can pick up where this penalty flag comes in at.
Too tight of a shot there on the receiver. This will be first down Alberta, and they're trying to get their crowd into it. Come on, guys. We're only down 9. A lot of positive plays there for BC, but nothing doing for them, so Alberta able to escape. We'll go 1st and 10, ball on their own 20. Back under center, Joshua Martel, the Calgary native. As they get 2 men in motion. Try to switch things up there, a little trickery. And the handoff, able to pick up a good chunk of yards.
Yeah, nice little movement there, selling the fake handoff and then going the other way. And nice little cut right here on the replay, just leaning into the traffic and going for those extra yards. Brought down by number 51, Austin Relova.
It's Jamar Link with the carry there. Also out of Calgary.
Brings up a 2nd and 4 situation on the 26-yard line. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Interesting to see what Alberta does here. Do they go to the ground or they try to throw the ball? They've been struggling to get the ball in the air tonight. Martel now. Gets the 2 men running. Little end around here for number 10, Liam Pickenen. And he's just taken right down. Hard tackle there. BC flexing its muscles.
Wrapping him up, nowhere to go. He just couldn't quite cut that inside corner. And yeah, he wasn't letting him out of his sights. That was number 41, Chris Torreson, out of North Vancouver.
Yeah,
tracking him down.
Jack Roberts there as well with him. So a little gang action there for BC.
So again, Alberta's offense stalling out a little bit, hoping for a bit of a spark heading into this back half of the game. But with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, the struggles continue. Maybe they'll find a solution at some point, but BC's defense just causing them headaches.
3rd and 4, but they're on their own 26.
So far, it just doesn't seem like they have that downfield threat.
No.
And so if they keep everything bottled up tight, BC can just continue to bottle them in, keep them kind of contained to the pocket.
Seems like Alberta's just questioning their play calls as well. A lot of, I don't know if it's misdirection or what it is, but they just don't seem to be on the same page with one another. And maybe that's the job of Corey Doman and the defense of BC.
Again, it goes back to these teams have not had a massive amount of time to bond, not a ton of time to play like exhibition games.
Oh, Dylan Morin gets it off, but he had a man. Yeah, it's going to be roughing the kicker, and this one's going to be coming back. Yep. We take a look here at the replay. Reed Thompson picked it up.
That was a a big hit.
Take a look here. And Morin tries to get it off, and it's right there. Number 11, Max Lang from Duncan.
Lang just jumping up, trying to block it, but his momentum carrying him into the leg of the kicker and knocking him down. So that will be a fresh set of downs.
So Alberta very fortunate here.
This is the opportunity that they need to take advantage of. They've been kind of looking for something like this where they were about to turn over their ball, pinned in deep. BC would have had great field position. Now it's a fresh set of downs for Alberta. They're still just down 9 points. There's plenty of game left, and this is where we need to see the Alberta quarterbacks step up.
Gorson now back under center in the shotgun as he hands it off, and Alberta goes right up the middle, and they're going to get at least 6 or 7 there. That's Link with the rush. Boy, it's interesting the way they're rotating these quarterbacks here for Alberta. They don't seem to want to trust either one of them.
I think it might be a situation where they're just trying to find a spark with either one of them. Like, let's go. Like, find the big play.
So that's going to be 2nd and 2 as they pick up 8 on that play. 2:30 to go, as you can see the clock ticking down here. Great job by our friends at Sports Canada TV producing the show. Another handoff there to Link, and he's going to pick up the first down and try to drag it up over half, and he's able to do so. So after that fortunate play there for Alberta to be able to get the ball back, they're starting to move it a little bit.
That's what it takes, right? They were down inside their own 20. All of a sudden, they're now at the midfield, fresh set of downs. With 2 minutes left in the third quarter, they're moving the ball a little bit, and they're mixing in plays. They just keep up pace. Again, they need to find some sort of downfield or outside threat, though. They have not had that wide throw to the outside. Maybe that's their weakness with the quarterback, is it arm strength or just who knows. But
well, we don't know yet, really. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, they haven't even attempted it.
Yeah.
Again, more confusion.
Oh, my. Ball is loose still, and it's able to get picked up there by Link. Jamar Link. Smart to get on top of that football that hit the ground.
A lot of movement right before the snap and just miscommunication where crossing over when he wasn't supposed to snapped right into his helmet.
Schutz is there. Gavin Christensen. I haven't mentioned his name yet. He's out of Belmont.
That's an 8-yard loss.
Yeah. So Alberta just kind of shooting themselves in the foot here. They get some positive movement forward and then some negative movement backwards. Gorson now out of the shotgun. Fakes the double handoff there. Throws it up. That's going to be a pick. Right there into the hands of number 33, Jack Roberts, the Lord Tweedsmuir product, with the pick. And boy, this offense for Alberta is in disarray right now.
Yeah, it did not look, and maybe that's why they were not doing the long throw or the throw out wide, because anytime it's happened, it was an interception. We all saw it happening.
Fakes the handoff twice there. Rolls out, lots of time, gets hit hard, but
I think that was also part of it. He lost all the momentum on the hit. Nice pick by Roberts, though, and he just finds some, not only the pick, but again, nice return.
Anderson Bicknell from Vernon, right up in his grill.
That is what we call a momentum-killing
absolutely.
drive. Late penalty on the play.
Here? And first down now for BC. Yeah, late penalty on the play, but yeah, you're absolutely right. You're only down 9 here, but it feels like the gap is that much bigger.
BC needs to put the pedal to the metal right now. They're letting Alberta hang around, and they played a much better game than Alberta. So
different quarterback under center. That's Bailey now.
Only the second time we've seen him today.
Back out there, and he fakes the handoff and goes nowhere. Now, we saw the last time he was out there. It didn't last very long.
No, so that's 2 plays for Bailey, and it's negative yardage both times, but we'll see if he sticks around for the next play. Nope, that's just a quick one and done for Bailey. So
maybe just a breather there for Witzel.
So, again, BC with 20 seconds and clock ticking down to this will probably be the final play most likely of the third quarter. But BC in a 2nd and 15 situation just needs to step up a little bit. Apply pressure, realize that Alberta's giving them ample opportunities.
Well, they can really put their foot on the throat of Alberta here. If they, and it's a botched snap, but what happened here? Well, no, the play's called dead.
Offside on BC.
Yeah. So that's going to move them back another 5 yards.
Again, theme penalties and penalties and penalties. Over 200 yards in penalties in the first half alone. More penalties in the second half.
2nd and 15 for BC here. Make that 2nd and 20, excuse me.
Again, as it's starting to get a little darker here, the rain's still falling. Doesn't feel like a July day.
No, it certainly does not. Especially after the weekend we just had here. We were waiting for summer to come back. Sort of teased us a bit as he goes for the deep ball. Look at this. Witzel hitting his man. Guess who? Matt Chapman with the reception. And it's another first down for the home side.
Chapman hobbling off last time we saw him, but he is back. That's his first offensive play since the trainers took him off the field. And right up the middle, he just kind of finds the open seams. Nice, confident throw.
Yeah.
And, just finds that pocket where he's separated by the 4 defenders. And just like that, BC gets themselves out of trouble. A 2nd and 20 situation, that's where Alberta just needs to step up and just, you can't let them have that play. And sure enough, first down BC.
So they signal the end of the third quarter there. BC leading 16-7 in a quarter that, Alberta had its chances, just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no real sustained momentum. BC has never really felt the pressure of their own end zone. Their defense hasn't really been tested in that sense. So Alberta handing off the ball, moving the ball a little bit forward, and just the passing game just isn't quite there, as we saw in that last interception. And BC's trying to make them pay. But, again, it's only a 9-point game and still a quarter to go. So
that's exactly it. If you're Alberta and you're on the sidelines right now, you're like, guys, we're only down 9. We just need something to happen here. A turnover, get the defense back into this.
1 quarter away from a potential gold medal appearance on a Wednesday right here at McLeod Park at 7. The winner moving on to face Team Saskatchewan. The loser, a bronze medal showdown against Team Manitoba, also on Wednesday. That's at 4 o'clock.
They're going to rematch of the 2019 gold medal game. Matt Chapman now on the pitch play. They love that pitch play. And he's doing a whole lot of work there with the legs, and he just keeps going for the first down. Was wondering what he was going to be able to get out of that. Well, he got himself 12 yards and a first down.
Chapman taking over this game once again, the running back out of the Okanagan. And again, smaller guy for a running back, only 135 pounds.
He's still hobbling a little bit, too. You can kind of see it, but.
Yeah, but back-to-back plays where, again, he could have gone out of bounds right there. No, he's going to drive the legs, cut back, pick up 2 more yards, and that's the first down, and that's a difference maker. So first set of downs for BC. 1st and 10 on the Alberta 36.
So pivotal point of the game here for both sides. BC trying to extend their lead. They're up 9. Witzel now. And with the handoff. And he hands it this time to number 5. That's Dante Meyer out of Prince George. First time we've said his name tonight. And there's some laundry on the field as well.
Couple of flags here. We'll see if we could pick up the penalty on the play. Yeah, Meyer brought down after a couple of yards.
That's to just there. On the tackle, 95 for Alberta. He's having himself a night on the defensive side for Alberta. See what the penalty is. It's a chop block against BC.
So that will drive them back.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about penalties. They continue to be a factor in this game.
So, yeah, DeJuice been one of the bright spots for Team Alberta.
Yeah.
The big boy from Edmonton doing his best to keep his team in it. And BC not helping their cause with multiple penalties here in the second half. So see how far they get backed up. But again, a big momentum drive for BC, even if they can just eat more time off of the clock. Down to 11 minutes to go in the game. Still just a 9-point affair, though, and a lot on the line for these kids. This U16 showdown, as Andrew's mentioned a couple of times, haven't had this tournament since 2019 because of the pandemic. And back in 2019, it was up in Kamloops. It's awesome that it is in McLeod Park here in Langley tonight.
Oh, there's a tough play there. Witzel trying to go. It's a little dump pass out there that looked like it was a Aranzia, excuse me.
That was very close to being a fumble,
yeah,
throwing backwards.
Totally, yeah.
There is a flag down on the far side of the field. We'll have to see what comes of that. And again, that seems to be the theme of this one. Flags on the field.
Yeah, like I said, it feels like the gap is bigger than what it is, but it's not, because BC isn't able to capitalize as well. They find themselves in penalty trouble, and we'll see what we get here now. That's going to be a false start. Yeah, and another penalty towards BC, so
Third
they decline
and
it.
26.
Yeah. Of course they decline it, and Alberta then will try to get back on the field. I mean, listen, if they can put 7 on the board, we got a ball game here, but Alberta right now with their offense just don't seem to be able to get anything going. So 3rd and 26 for BC. Reed Thompson out to kick it once again.
He's been having a great game.
Yeah, fantastic. Special teams and on defense as well. And another good kick. This time it's fielded by number 10. That's Pickenen. Pickenen now takes it out just past the 45-yard line, and we'll see if Alberta can get something going. Wondering who we're going to see under center, and I see number 7, Joshua Martel, running out there.
Guess what? Another flag on the field.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, with Martel making his way out there, this is a huge series for Alberta. They just need to get some type of momentum. This game, the ebbs and flows of the Saskatchewan-Manitoba game flowed a lot more smoothly.
Yeah.
This one, through kind of the struggles of both offenses, sort of, and then just so many flags. This one going against Alberta. Oh, there was offsetting penalties. There you go. But, yeah, this one seems a little bit more jarring, the start-stop of it all, and that has definitely not played into Alberta's favor so far.
So 1st and 10 here on their own 46. And as mentioned, Martel is back under center. He's in the shotgun. Calls out the play. See if they switch things up here again. They don't. 2 men in motion, hands it off. Tries to run it up the gut, and this is a good positive run here. First down for Alberta as Link moves the chains for the visitors.
That's what they needed. That's what they were looking for. They're not finding success through the air, so stick to the ground and move the ball. And Link quietly having a pretty good second half here. We didn't hear him a lot in the first half, but the Calgary native has definitely been one of the bright spots for Alberta, and that was a big run. They needed that all of a sudden into BC territory.
All right, 1st and 10 now. Let's see if Alberta can keep this rolling. You're absolutely right. Jamar Link seems to be the guy for Alberta right now. He's back in the backfield beside Martel. And they hand it off to him once again. And this time he finds another hole. Cuts it up into the inside. Wow, what a tackle there. Reed Thompson was able to make the tackle, but another first down for Link.
Link, the X factor so far on this series, at least. Again, just keeping the feet moving, driving up the right side. Maybe they've spotted something in BC's alignment that they can kind of exploit here, because all of a sudden it's 1st and 10 on the 39. Back-to-back first downs for Link.
And Jack Roberts in the tackle there with Thompson. So Martel now, he's got Link back there with him once again. Do they go to him another time? Yes, they do. And this time they go the other way, but nothing doing there as number 44, Anderson Bicknell, able to make the stop, the pride of Vernon Secondary.
Yeah, third time not the charm, unfortunately, for Link, as he's finally, his run of first downs is brought to a halt.
Well, they found those sort of holes on the right side. They tried to go left side this time, but BC not being fooled by it.
Let's see what they have cooking up here. 2nd and 7 on the 37-yard line, and time the clock not a fan of Team Alberta at this point, down to 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
So Martel in shotgun once again. He's got Link behind him. 2 men in motion. Link moves out now, goes into motion, and they're going to try and find him once again. Oh, my! Look at this. Almost gets picked off. The intended receiver there was Mayers.
Roberts again.
Yeah,
he's
BC.
been a little shark all over the field. He already has 1 interception or 2 interceptions to his name.
Yeah.
Almost had the trifecta there, and I think if he hauls that in, he is gone.
Lurking in the weeds there, number 33. Lord's Tweedsmuir product out of Surrey. So 3rd and 7 now, and Alberta's going to kick it away once again. So They moved the chains a couple of times for us, but in the end, they just end up having to punt it away once again. This one, a bit of a squib, and it's picked up by Thompson, and he just secures it because he doesn't want anything to go wrong, especially in that point of the field.
I think at this point, though, you got to try to find the positives if you're Team Alberta. And look, at least you've now moved the ball into BC territory.
Yeah.
And look, these teams aren't really trading first downs at a high frequency at this point. So now if you can kind of pin BC deep, get the ball back, you have decent field position. BC, though, I have bet has other ideas. So we'll see what BC has cooked up here.
Did they go back to Bailey, or was Witzel out there again? I can't see the. Yeah, there he comes. Yeah, Witzel coming back out.
And then, still nothing from Jacob Eberle today, but the Prince George native on the sideline. It's mostly been the Chase Witzel show so far, and while he has been spectacular, he doesn't necessarily need to be.
Yeah.
Just control the ball, eat time off the clock, and BC has a 16-7 lead.
Still flirting with it, though, just up 9, and that play is not going to work out for BC as it's a loss. Right in there is number 34, excuse me. So we take a look here at the replay. Nope, number 11, and number 34 in there as well. That's Alex Longo and Phoenix Fay.
And just a touch of confusion there as he just kind of went unnoticed, slipped through the cracks, making the easy tackle, a loss of 5 yards. So BC, as I said, when they got the ball, they're feeling a little bit of pressure. They're backed up into their own zone, 2nd and 15 on the 13-yard line. So Alberta would love to pin them in.
Let's see if Witzel goes past, maybe something over the middle. Try to find that soft spot. Oh, he's looking. Oh, nice pass there. He's going to be able to haul it in. Yes, he is. And a great play by BC as number 10, Arenzia, with the catch.
Now that's the play that could be the backbreaker for Alberta. As you got it, 2nd and 15. They gave up a 2nd and 20 in the third quarter that was also just crushing to their drives. Not prevent defense, but you just can't allow that pass to happen.
Yeah.
And, he was kind of wide open, hauls it in. First down for BC now at the 35. Big play by Witzel.
Absolutely. The Terry Fox product, able to haul it in from the pass from Witzel. Just 5'6", 145 pounds, but a big play there. Arenzia. And they've handed off and breaks through as well. And this one is going to be a big pickup. Guess who? Matt Chapman doing it once again for BC.
It's their favorite play, the little flip pass there to Chapman. He takes off down the left side. There is a flag down way back, kind of at the point of handoff. So we'll see what the referees decide on here. But if this play stands, another very impressive run from Chapman. You just see him in motion across the middle, flip play. They've done it so many times. This broke tackle.
Oh, my.
Just splitting the two.
Oh, my. Shula looking for his jock.
Shula, who's had a great game, but that play, he will not want to see the replay of that one because that is a tackle that should be made.
That's not going on your highlight tape right there.
But up until that point, he has been
a good game.
Very impressive to see an Alberta native, but a little bit exposed there, which also
this is coming back, though. This is coming all the way back as the penalty on BC. So it negates the big pickup there from Matt Chapman. And BC is going to be forced to deal with this. The crowd does not like it whatsoever. So BC now, after a big play and trying to get themselves back into Alberta territory, find themselves back in their territory on the 35 with a 1st and 20.
All the way back on their 25-yard line. Let's see what BC's cooked up for this one. Chase Witzel, still under center, the Kelowna native, looking to guide his team to the gold medal game on Wednesday, right back here at McLeod Park.
Witzel now out of the shotgun, goes with the pitch play. That's right out there. That's Quintana. And Ryder Quintana picks it up and gets it in right around the 30, is that the 37, the 36. And that's going to make it 2nd and about 6 or 7.
Another flag down.
Oh, boy. And this time the crowd seems to like it.
The BC fans thought it was going to be against them originally, and they were getting a little rowdy with all these penalty flags. But rousing applause that they picked up the flag.
There you go.
So it brings up a 2nd and 8 for BC.
A little Bronx cheer here in Langley. As we got an injured player on the field. Yep, yes we do. On the far side there. You see the trainer coming out to help. Can't get the number at the moment. We'll see if we can get a little tighter shot there.
But as they kind of reset, this is probably actually a nice little breather for both sides. But BC can cook up a play with 2nd and 8. If they can get a first down situation here, again, it's just going to eat so much more time up on the clock. 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and they're up 16-7. So neither team has found the end zone in quite a while. It's been a very quiet second half so far.
And that was Quintana that was down on the knee. Looks like he's going to be okay as he walks off to the sideline. You're right, though. Both sides sort of needing a breather at this point because this series has been going on for quite a while. But things sort of shifting forward and then backwards and then forward.
1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Witzel now tries to draw the defenders away from him. A little pitch play. That's dangerous. Oh, my. And looks like Alberta thinks they have the football. We'll have to see here.
Refs waving it off. Ooh, dangerous play.
Wow. He's going to go 3rd down here. And, yeah, an absolutely risky play there from BC. And as we mentioned, this is only a 9-point game here, and you're playing like you're up 25 or so at this point with these sort of risky plays. Witzel has a man draped all over him. Oh, and he tried to pitch it off to a player. We're not even looking at him. That was Liam Gagne, not even looking at his own quarterback, and BC able to escape that one. But now 3rd and 8, they're going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, a bit of a risky play out of a 2nd and 8 situation. That pass, not really anything is going to come out of that. You're not going to pick up the first down. So they got lucky.
Oh, we got a block here. What do we got? Can Alberta jump on the football? Oh, my. Oh, my. Look at this. Picked up by big number 92, Vaughn Pine, the Fort McMurray Raven product. He's loving it.
Wow, just Vaughn getting the jump and just splitting through the gap. Is it him? No.
Oh, my. It was DeJuice that got in on it. Man, he's been all over the place. Special teams, defense, number 95 making plays. And Alberta is now deep into BC's territory. And I'll tell you what, David Hollinshead, the quarterback coach, and Jay Bailey as well for BC, probably talking to Witzel right now.
And now a penalty against BC at the conclusion of that play as well. So there you go. This is the break Alberta wanted,
Exactly.
that they needed. 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line with 5 minutes left in this game.
All right, let's see if Martel can do something here for Alberta. Is he calling out the play? Under center. And they got the man in motion. They hand it off again. This time it goes to number 33. That's Polzer, the Foothills Eagles product. And he gets some positive yardage here for Alberta. If they can bang in a couple of these, they're going to be putting 6 more points on the board.
Yep, that's exactly the play call you needed there. Just drive the ball forward, move it, quickly encroaching on the BC end zone, and shocker, another flag.
They're a little flag happy in this game, aren't they?
At least compared to last game, which was run relatively smooth, but I said the jarring stop-start of all of this is it's hard to get momentum, but momentum may be on Alberta's side here as they are 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 10. Ball on the 5, excuse me. And it's right there again. Polzer, did he get in? Did he get in? Let's see the signal. He did. Touchdown, Alberta. We got a ball game now.
That's why BC, they let him hang around, and Alberta was bound to strike at some point. They weren't finding success through the air, but they found it on the ground with Seth Polzer, the 5'9", 155-pound running back, bulldozing his way into the end zone. Just following the lead blocks and then breaking a tackle there. Finds the end zone, and we are an extra point away from a 2-point game.
BC, all that swag, and now it's starting to catch up to them a little bit.
Oh, what a big touchdown though. Again, you just needed one momentum turning play, and it was a blocked punt. Special teams coming through in the clutch.
Yep. Alexander Gale with the single point there for Alberta. So we got a 2-point game, and boy, does that missed extra point might loom large for BC here.
Yeah, very much so. Under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and let's loop back to that blocked punt. We talked about it leading into the half that the star of Alberta has really been Brian DeJuice out of Edmonton, the Edmonton Raiders product, 230-pound defensive lineman, and he was the star of that block punt. We're seeing it again right here, just cutting through the defense, blocking it. There was Pine on the recovery, but yeah, DeJuice is doing all the work, and sure enough, 2 plays later, it leads to an Alberta touchdown.
I just can't get over the fact that DeJuice listed at 5'11", 230, and boy, I don't see a lot of fat on that kid.
No,
he's looking pretty trim.
Yeah, and that's why he could squeeze through those gaps with relative ease.
Yeah.
Very impressive play there. And while it's been a bit of a sluggish game, we got ourselves a great game with 5 minutes left now. Just a 2-point spread and a gold medal game appearance on the line.
Gut check time here for BC. See if the home side can finish off Alberta. Can the visitors get back into this one? As it's fielded there by number 13, Reeder, and nowhere to go, so he sort of tiptoes his way out of the sideline. And they're going to start things off on the 38-yard line for BC.
So decent field position for BC. Definitely what they wanted to avoid being pinned deep in their own zone. And this is where, you said gut check time. This is where Chase Witzel needs to step up, prove he is the leader on this team. He's been relying on his Kelowna boys for most of the game. Matt Chapman, Max Reeder. I expect he'll rely heavily on them on this drive. Clock ticking now, so well under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're going to spot the gold medal game on Wednesday right here in McLeod Park on the line. The winner moving on and face Team Saskatchewan.
So Witzel now out of the shotgun. He's got no one in the backfield. Gives the pitch play. That's to number 80, Logan Wagger. And Wagger gets shut down by the Alberta defense, and they're starting to feel themselves now, Alberta, as that swag is sort of transitioned over to the white and blue.
Yeah, actually, you noticed in BC, it's been a bit of a quieter of their stature. If you know, the first half, it was a lot of after every hit, they're popping up, they're cheering on the fans. This one, not so much, and that's the first time we've really heard Logan Wagger's name so far today, the Cloverdale product. Again, 5'10", 145 receiver, but they still keep relying on that little pitch play. And it's worked out relatively well, but more so when it's in the hands of Matt Chapman.
Phoenix Fay, number 34 with the tackle there, Grand Prairie Bronco.
2nd and 18 from their own 30.
Here's Witzel now out of the shotgun, pitches it back. That's going to be to Quintana. Quintana trying to get the edge, and he gets tackled up. Alberta is really on top of things right now. That's number 25, Caden Ray. First time calling out his name, the Sherwood Park North Star, with a big tackle there.
Yeah, and again, the swagger, the stature, all that kind of, we're seeing it now. They popped up. Their shoulders are bumping up against each other. They are feeling it, forcing a 3rd and 18 situation, 3rd and 17 situation. 3:36 left on the clock. Plenty of time for Alberta to make a charge.
All right, so here we go now. Reed Thompson, last punt, blocked, and Alberta was able to capitalize. Let's see what we got next. Thompson now gets it off clean. It's a good punt as well. Fielded at his own 50 there. That's Pickenen. And Pickenen gets tackled, and more laundry down as well. Was that a late hit there, perhaps, by Reed Thompson?
Ooh, the fans in attendance not happy with that call.
BC's got to contain themselves at this point, though. Reed Thompson, of course, one of the studs on the defensive side for British Columbia. Maybe getting just a little too frisky there. Let's take a look here. Pickenen picks it up, and nowhere really to go. Gets on the side. Oh, I don't know if I agree with that call.
Yeah, that's a late
that
call.
These referees maybe trying to get a little too involved in this game, and you can see there Jarrell Sahay trying to plead his case for his teammate, Rutland senior teammate.
On the other side of the ball, number 4, Ethan Mayers for Alberta, pumping up the Alberta fans in attendance.
All right, so Martel now.
This is the loudest I think we've heard the fans all night as they cheer on the defense.
Let's see if he goes to Link once again. He's got him in the backfield, and they love going to that. Oh, he's going to go pass this time. Oh, he gets missed and just dumps it off there. Brady Schutz came flying out the gate there, almost got the sack, but Martel was able to dodge it and then just throw it away.
7-on-7 again. We saw in the opening half Schutz with the sack on number 7, Josh Martel, but narrowly avoiding it this time and just recognizing the danger, throwing the ball away, and avoiding a sack, which would have been devastating at this point.
Look at this. Wow, great play there by Martel to just escape, and yeah, smart play. Just throw it away, reset. We'll try it all over again. 2nd and 10 on the 34 now for Alberta. They're down 2. Could that missed extra point come into play here for British Columbia? And they hand it off to Link, and he loves going on that right side. They just start eating up yards when they go to the right side. And he eats up a couple of more, but it's going to bring it now to 3rd down. And looks like it's out of field goal territory for us. So wondering exactly what the call is going to be here. 2:43 to go. This is going to be massive.
Big decision ahead, 3rd and 6. So let's see what the Alberta sideline has cooked up. They're getting a play call, and they're going to switch up the quarterbacks. Phineas Gorson coming in for this one. So clearly they have a play in mind for a situation like this.
I think they're going for the field goal.
They are
going for the field goal.
There we are.
Alexander Gia coming out. Let's see if he can put this one through the uprights.
This would, for the lead, this is by far the longest attempt we've seen in either game.
It's a 36-yard field goal, I believe, and it's up, and is it through? And it's through! Oh my goodness! Alberta takes the lead, 17-16, 2:32 to go here in the 4th quarter. What did I say about that missed extra point from British Columbia?
Wow, a stunned
Holy.
BC crowd in attendance.
Look at the Albertans, they're loving it right now.
What a stunning turn of events. Everyone up here maybe questioning the play call. Well, doubters, the naysayers have been silenced. What a boot, and he cleared it with plenty.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That would have been good from 45.
Wow, what a kick there. Alexander Gia, the Calgary Maverick, of course, out of Calgary, 5'9", 145, plays D-back as well for Alberta, but what a kick there. 17-16. British Columbia now is on their heels. 2:32 to go. They got 2 timeouts left. Let's see if the home side can get themselves back into Alberta territory to at least perhaps cook a field goal, maybe even get 6 more. But a stunning, stunning comeback here from Alberta. But listen, when you leave so much on the table like British Columbia did, eventually it's going to come back and bite you, and it has.
We talked about it all throughout the 3rd quarter that BC just wasn't putting them away, and that 9-point deficit looked mighty small, and sure enough, Alberta's finally come alive, and it's just a tale of 2 halves. Nothing was going right for them. Well, now they have some momentum on their side.
Witzel hands it off there. That's number 18, Cash Amos, Belmont secondary.
So all of a sudden, time now on the side of BC. As we were saying, they were trying to eat time off the clock. Well, now they're trying to savor every second possible. Down 1, 2nd and 4 on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and 4. Clock continues to tick away now.
What a strong, confident kick. I can't go going back to that field. Just a boot.
Yeah.
We all kind of thought for sure up here in the broadcast booth they would be going for it in 3rd and 4. And they went for it for sure with an amazing kick.
Witzel now has got 1 in the backfield. What's we got here? It's going to be false start, I believe, for British Columbia as Alberta is clapping. They are into it right now. Let's see. Yes, there it is right there, number 55, Tariq Ali, the Holy Cross product. And that's going to push BC back again. Penalties, the story of this game.
It'll be a 2nd and 9 situation when all is said and done. And they'll have to dial up some sort of, most likely a throw here. Yeah, look at the Alberta sideline right now. They are, you kind of see them on the left side of your TV screen, and they are jumping up and down on the sideline, and they can feel that victory is within their grasp.
All right, so 2nd and 9 here. Witzel going for the deep ball, has his man. Is there going to be a PI there? No, they keep the laundry in the pocket. The intended receiver, number 13, Max Reeder. We've seen a couple of PI calls on Efren Hartzell, but not this time around. They picked on number 5 a couple of times. This time they weren't able to do it.
On the replay here, this seems like there was a lot of
contact.
contact.
There was 55
downfield.
Was false starting. Oh, that's the okay. I was going to say that was the play all over again. So we'll see if we can get the replay there. But boy, this is the ball game here. 3rd and 4 for British Columbia. 2 minutes to go. They still hold 2 timeouts. Alberta's got one of their own.
That is a tough no call. BC.
Oh, they're going to kick it away. So here we go. Oh, my! A shanked kick by Thompson. Oh, my. In having such a good game was Reed Thompson. Just that play right there.
It's going from bad to worse for
BC
BC here.
So here's the play, the Witzel toss.
That's tough.
Boy, that one, I don't know. That one might have been able to get called as well, but the
ref was right there. He had the best look at it.
The refs have been flag happy today, but they kept it in the pocket on that one.
And Thompson with the boot off the side of the foot out of bounds. So Alberta taking over on the BC 39.
They hand it off, and oh, there we go. More laundry on the field.
Offside on the play. Seems like just 5-6 minutes ago we were discussing how BC can just kind of cruise to victory if they get maybe one more first down. 9 points later, they're down 1. There's less than 2 minutes on the clock, and it's Alberta ball. Just you've said the word stunning a lot, but it is truly a stunning turn of events.
Looked like it was Torres, and I believe that was offside there, 41. So, first down, 5 yards to go. Martel out of the shotgun, hands it off to Link once again. Link finds a big gap up the middle. Oh my God, ball's out, and BC picks it up. Oh, the drama continues here between BC and Alberta. Hey, don't go anywhere, folks. This game ain't done yet.
The tides are turning at an alarming pace. Wow, Link has been so good in the second half, and the ball just slipping out. And it was up for grabs for a little bit here. Let's see this replay. Just at contact,
oh, popped out,
and it was just scoops galore.
I believe that was Peyton Briere. We have not seen his name said his name all day. Number 26, able to pop the ball out. The product of Prince George. So let's see. BC gets another crack at it. Wetzel now. Swings it out. That's the guy you want to get it to, Matt Chapman, but he gets swallowed up there. Shula with the tackle. As the rain continues to fall here. Wetzel.
Good throw out here to Chapman on the right side. Tries to cut it back in, but immediately swallowed up. Picks up a couple of yards, maybe 1 yard on the play. Brings up a big, big second down.
Shula with the tackle. Big tackle there. Out of St. Albert. 5'10", 175-pound linebacker.
We'll see what BC has, but they're playing almost like they're nervous.
They are. You can feel it from the booth here. Wetzel now. You want to be looking for 14. And they decide to go deep. Oh my! It's picked up! Number 10 over inside Alberta's territory. Arenaza with the catch.
That is a
big
league
But they
play.
got to keep going. They're celebrating, but they got to keep going here. They still have some timeouts to burn. Will they use one here? No. Will they get set up? And the clock will keep going. $1:14 left.
What a play and what a throw. That is a big league throw from quarterback Chase Wetzel, finding his target down the field. And wow, Aaron Naza just winning that battle one-on-one.
Wetzel now out of the shotgun. One man with him, but he's throwing. He goes over the middle, and it's, oh my! Matt Chapman, who has made so many plays here today for BC, unable to make that one, and that would have been dangerous for BC.
Nice throw. And you can tell he's still just kind of on the limp a little bit, right? He popped up a little slow there. He's definitely playing through the pain.
Caden Ray, Gage Knoll, both in the area for Alberta.
2nd and 10 and under a minute to go. Let's see what Wetzel has dialed up. Is he going to look downfield again?
Could they just get themselves into field goal territory? We'll have to see as they pitch it off to Matt Chapman. That's the guy you want to have the ball. He takes the edge, cuts it into the inside, and he's going to be just short of the first down. But that is the guy you want to get the ball, number 14, as BC hurries to get themselves back going.
That down to a 3rd and short situation. They are obviously going for it.
Look at this. That's been their best play all day.
The kid says, hurt? No, never heard of it. Driving to the outside.
Great tackle there by number 40, Sam Metcalf. Saved the first down, and they go out, and Wetzel takes himself the draw play. He goes up the gut and able to get the first down. Don't celebrate too quickly there, BC. You haven't done nothing yet as they move the chains. First down for the home side.
Wetzel doing it himself, spotting the gap. Great job by the offensive line to create that narrow opening, and he just drives through, picks up the first down.
Cash Amos gives it the big fist pump there, and we got a timeout now on the field. Wetzel looks like he's hurt. This could be a big blow for BC.
Just adjusting
he's
himself.
looking okay.
Yeah, I think all these players are battling through, playing with adrenaline at this point as we've now reached the 42nd mark in the game. Both teams rehashing some things, but wow, what a series of plays by Wetzel.
Wetzel with the toss. That was the
lane.
Aranaza catch.
Aranaza, Chapman.
Just tried to go to Chapman there, and then they had the little flick here, the pitch. Chapman tries to get the edge, and he does, and he cuts up field right there.
It's been the most successful play for BC all game long, and I would not be stunned if they go back to it on one of these plays.
Wetzel able to get it there for the first down. So 40 seconds to go. 1st and 10, BC, ball on the 32.
They brought in Brandon Bailey at quarterback here for this play. This is only the 3rd snap he's taken all game.
And we have seen nothing but negative yardage with Brandon Bailey under center. This is a big moment for the Vancouver College product. As he hands it, no, he keeps it himself. He runs it. Brandon Bailey, he's to the 20. He's to the 10. He cuts it inside. Touchdown, Brandon Bailey. BC takes the lead. Oh my, drama here at McLeod Stadium.
This place just erupted. McLeod Park is going nuts right now. Brandon Bailey coming in a little pinch hitter situation. He runs it in, and BC has taken the lead with 31 seconds left on the clock. What a power run by number 4, Brandon Bailey, the Vancouver College prospect.
Yeah, brilliant play call here for BC. Nobody thinking it's going to be number 4's number that gets called, and surely he did, though, as he takes it into the end zone, cuts it inside there, and he's loving it right now. BC up 22-17.
Fans are standing here at McLeod Park in Langley after the excitement of that play. There's some of the fans adorned in the BC flag, loving life at this point.
What a play call there from BC.
I think he heard you say about his negative yardage situation the first 2 snaps.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, one? Suck it. Heard that one before in my life.
Yeah, very impressive. And so 22-17 with an extra point to come. We'll see what they decide to do on this one. But what a play by Bailey.
Brandon Bailey, like the
foot
stones on that kid. Holy. To come in that moment and to produce like that, wow.
Well, that's the duo thing we were talking about from the previous game with the pair of quarterbacks. So this has obviously been all about Witzel, but his impressive throws to march them down the field, and that's why they were kind of showing the Brandon Bailey situation. They showed him off a little bit.
Oh, they're going for 2 here as well.
You hear the fans.
Again, you talk about the stones on the play call here for BC. They could make it a 7-point game. Witzel throws it out. And, oh, it's in and out of the hands. Oh, the intended receiver, Max Reeder. Oh, my. So BC's defense is going to have to hold here.
Great throw by Witzel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reeder just feeling a little bit of pressure at the very end.
Yep.
Ephraim Hartzell coming in to make contact and forcing that ball out. That could be a pivotal play.
Ephraim Hartzell was picked on a little bit in the first half, had a couple of penalties that didn't go his way, but he has been able to break through here in the second half. But we go back to Brandon Bailey for just a moment. I know it's probably a typo, that 115 pounds that is on our roster here, but if he is 115 pounds, he played like he was 215 pounds there. Unbelievable run from the Vancouver College product and puts BC on top when it looked like they were just down and out. 22-17 though. This ain't over yet, folks. 31 seconds to go.
Fairly confident it is a typo, but he was moving like 115 pounds.
Yes.
He was like featherweight right there, just cutting up the field. An impressive showing by Bailey. Now let's see if BC can hold on to this lead off the kickoff.
All right, here we go. Thompson with the kickoff. It gets fielded there. That's Polzer. Polzer now still on his feet, trying to get up to the 50-yard line, gets to about the 49.
They took 6 seconds off the clock, so they have 25 seconds to work with.
All right, here we go now as we see the run there by Polzer, who's had himself a good game as well. Just puts his head down, tries to get as much as he can. Reed Thompson, the kicker, there on the tackle as well. Thompson's been all over this field.
I hope you're enjoying the show on
Yes.
YouTube. A bit of a sluggish start, and this fourth quarter has been a classic here in Langley.
Look at the fans there repping the BC flag, but Alberta thought they were into it there for a moment, but they'll try to get it back here. As he throws out almost a pick play there. Martell looking for number 8, Dawson Hunter. The 6'3", 160-pound wide receiver, not able to haul it in.
Yeah, spot his target, put it where he wanted it, but
nice little punch out, I think, from BC there. And that's the guy you probably want to look to. I know we haven't said Hunter's name very much this game, but 6'3", big kid. So we'll see now Martell as this crowd's getting unruly.
BC fans on their feet, making as much noise as possible.
Martell sort of mishandles it, and it gets, I don't know if it got batted down there or what's the call here, but dead play, I believe.
So that'll bring up.
See, he juggles it just a little bit there. Wow.
So it brings up a 3rd and 10.
This is the ball game right here, folks. BC chanting. Martell now looking to keep his team alive. 3rd and 10 from their own 49. And we got a timeout. Yeah, it looks like Alberta's going to use their final timeout here. Smart play.
Yep. Draw something up here. This is what you guys worked on. Coaching staff will definitely have a couple of plays that will look to go to. Much like BC bringing in Brandon Bailey in that situation. That's a planned play. I would not be surprised if Alberta has something similar here. But again, you don't necessarily need to go deep. You just need that first down. You're out of timeouts. You just got to get the ball and get out of bounds. So I'd expect maybe a sideline throw.
Do you think a little coy play there, perhaps, from Witzel? Pretending like maybe he's a little bit injured. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps.
Maybe. I mean,
perhaps. Maybe they knew that they, that what Bailey can give them, right?
Let's go full conspiracy. Brandon Bailey threw 2 plays earlier for negative
yards.
Just
well, I'm loving this now. Here we go.
Sucker Alberta.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's go the full JFK conspiracy. But
regardless of what you think, it doesn't really matter because it's 22-17 right now for BC, and they're able to find their way to get back in front in this game. And this is just absolutely massive here for Alberta.
Again, if you're BC, your coaching staff is telling you just don't give up the big play.
Yep.
You kind of play loose coverage. Just make sure you're not giving up anything over 20 yards.
How many DBs are they going to have back here?
Exactly. Yeah, look, they're
loading up. Sort of keeping those linebackers high as well. All right, here's the play, and it comes out of the rush. Oh, he's able to get out. Oh, my goodness. Ball is out. Caught there by 17. He picks it up. El-Rahi able to pick it up, but it's not going to matter as British Columbia is going to turn over the ball on downs and able to move on to the gold medal game with a stunning 22-17 win here. Still got 4 seconds to play, but BC feeling good about themselves right now.
Ooh, there's some nervous energy on that play.
Wow.
After he managed to avoid the sack. Were they going to bring him down? Great play by Joshua Martell. He did all he could to avoid being taken down here and still managed to get the pass. Again, 7-on-7 crime there.
Yeah, Schutz
Brady
was there,
Schutz.
and look at this, just coming out of nowhere. Peyton Briere, and it gets into the hands of number 17, that's Charbel El-Rahi.
What a game by both sides, though.
Yeah. Full marks for entertainment here. As they take the knee victory formation, British Columbia. As mentioned, they just have to tick off the clock, or they're going to go on to a 22-17 win. And if you're Alberta, boy, did you let this one slip through your fingers.
Well, on both sides, we thought BC was going to let it slip through.
That's true.
And here they are.
You see the celebration on the field, and it's going to be a rematch of the 2019 U16 West Challenge Championship. We haven't had this for the last couple of years, and we're going to get that rematch all over again. New crop of kids this time around, but BC is going to try to climb that mountain and win on their home turf against Saskatchewan on Wednesday. That's the gold medal game. That'll be 7 o'clock on Wednesday right here on Football Canada YouTube, Sports Canada TV, and we'll have the bronze medal game at 4 o'clock between Manitoba and Alberta.
And Saskatchewan was the better team against Manitoba, and all due respect to Alberta, they put up a valiant fight, but BC was the better team here. They were the deserving victors. But hey, Alberta, they made them sweat. They made them work for it. That field goal, all kudos to that kicker. That was one of the longest kicks I've ever seen at McLeod Park. And if you look at the goalpost, the wind was against them too. Just an impressive kick. But French time, it was the BC quarterbacks that stepped up, and they were the difference makers. Chase Witzel marching him down the field, and then Brandon Bailey stepping in. The gold helmet, the golden boy, marching all the way down the field on that lengthy run, finding the end zone. Just a phenomenal effort from both sides. But BC deserving to win this game, and they are off to the gold medal game against Saskatchewan, as Andrew mentioned, on Wednesday at 7.
And that's when you'll hear from us next. We'll have the 4 o'clock game on Wednesday here from McLeod Park, the bronze medal game between Alberta and Manitoba, and then that big rematch between BC and Saskatchewan for the gold medal game at 7 o'clock right here on Wednesday on Football Canada's YouTube. I want to say thanks to everybody from Sports Canada TV for producing the show. For Adam Forsythe, I'm Andrew Wadden. We'll see you back here at McLeod Park on Wednesday.
start off with the defensive player of the game from Team Alberta, number 95, Brian Dusty. Defensive player of the game from Team BC, number 33, Jack Roberts. Offensive player of the game from Team Alberta. Yeah, we're waiting for Jack. There's no sportsman award